Okay, just started. Say something.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
Mm,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
New glam. You want Mike's work? Hmm. They're not live yet. You there? Hello? Come on, Blue or Giant. Um, is Blue or Giant going live yet? Nope. What has happened to Redstone? Womp womp, little bro. I got my wallet here. I have $10 in it. Isn't that so cool? I think I should check chat. Oi, oi, oi. There's obviously nothing in chat. Not to brag, but I'm actually rich. I'm on Blue Origin. My laptop is screaming for help. Buddy, I own Minecraft. Why does it say I need that? I literally played it earlier today on my console. I think I have the launcher. Oh, look. Someone else. Yippee. Oh, look. What? I literally bought the game. I played it on my console earlier. I have an Xbox One and I literally just played the game. What the fuck? Are they like money hungry or something? I bought the game. I played it on my console earlier. What? Xbox One and I literally just played the game. What the fuck? See? I literally have all those mods. I own Minecraft. It's not Game Pass. Um, literally have all those mods. I own Minecraft. It's not Game Pass. Old people games. I'm probably just gonna. It's gonna be very low quality. It's a big womp womp for you, buddy. Maybe I could play Roblox. It's gonna be very low quality. It's a big womp womp for you, buddy. Maybe I could play Roblox. What is this? My mouse is frozen. It's only my mouse. My pad works. What? Why is this not working? Because this works, but my mouse doesn't work. There we go. I'm gonna play Shrimp Game. Is Blue Origin live yet? Nope. There we go. Should I unmute? No, I'm not gonna do that. Hey guys, I'm live. Hey guys, I'm live. What was that? Are you okay? I've played these games before. Are you okay?
What a loser. Saying the bullshit by
I've
himself.
played these games before.
Anyways. What
Hey.
song should I add to the song for the time?
You should definitely look at my live stream, Logan.
What do you mean? Yeah,
I'm streaming.
No, you're not.
You should definitely look at my live stream, Logan.
Where?
On YouTube. It's my username. Without the 3.
Why don't you have a link to your Discord account, Ben?
I'm too lazy.
It is like 3 clicks.
Where? On YouTube.
Where?
Username. Without the 3. I made it. Too lazy. It's like 3 minutes.
Frames print view.
Made it. Great. Wow.
Why don't you have your links to your Discord account, Beth?
We're gonna do Dalgona next. Is Blue Origin live? Still no.
Have your links to your Discord account, Beth.
I have a feeling they're gonna scrub since they're not live yet. Oh, I got the triangle. Let's go. Guys, pick the triangle. The best shape is the triangle. Huh, I beat it. I beat it. Blue Origin is live. The webcast hasn't began yet, though. Are we really gonna play Mangle right now, little bro? Ring a ring a ring. My mic sucks, so here we go. What? The timer. What stupid odd guards? No, I don't want to revive. Let's see. New Glenn. Let's begin sound. Yeah, about 5 minutes ago? 6 minutes ago? I don't know. I don't know if I should play Roast Citizens or what. Roast Citizens is actually kind of fun, but Escape North Korea Remastered? I don't know about that. Why not play Roast Citizens and work a virtual 9 to 5? Come on, Blue Origin. I'd love to work a virtual 9 to 5. I don't know if my loading screen is laggy or not. No, I'm not gonna flex, but I'm actually rich. That's my arm. It went like all tingly. Oh yeah, a burger. Wait, how do I have remote access? Okay, hold on. No. Mmm, yummy. What is this? My volume button is tweaking. We got the living room. We got the second living room. Dining room, of course, and the kitchen. We have the laundry room. We have bathroom 1. And here's my room. Chill setup. Here's the kids' room. I'm a single father without children, if that makes sense. It doesn't. I have the balcony. It's time to work my night shift. Uh-oh. I'm on Blue Origin. As you can tell, I'm not amused. Jobs, brush jobs. 97 an hour for a line cook. See, why not? My arm keeps falling asleep. I low-key don't want to play this. I made my avatar really offensive, too. How about now, Blue Origin? It. I was gonna play Minecraft, but Roblox is really the only other game that'll run. Work at a pizza place isn't bad. What is PC Gaming Simulator? This game's fun. This is kind of like an OG game, like 2018. Blah.
Hi, I'm Arian Cornell, Vice President of
Oh.
Blue Origin's In-Space Systems Business Unit. I'll be bringing you all of the action of New Glen's first launch. We're here in
Thanks.
Cape Canaveral, Florida at Blue Origin's rocket. This is part of New Glen. We've got mission control over here, launch control right down there, and tonight, for the first time, New Glen is taking off. Just 8 miles that way from our launch.
Hello.
We don't just launch. We also build it right here. So the one that's out there on the pad tonight, it was born right here in our rocket factory. And as you can see, we've got several more coming down the line. Ready to do. All right, it's game time. Denise, my co-host, you ready?
I'm so ready. Hey
Okay.
everyone, my name is Denise Saranja. I'm one of the technical leads for the New Glenn program. Let's light this candle.
Let's do this.
The human need to explore is deep within all of us. Ancestors crossed mountain ranges, sailed thousands to lands, and sought out the unknown, while always looking to the stars. We're curious, and now we're the place where we can find us surprises. Now is the time. Open the space to all and lay the way for generations to come. Our descendants look to the stars. They'll remember this time. When they reflect on where it started, they'll remember this place. And when they honor those first explorers who said, "Let's go," they'll remember these bold steps. We are. And this, that is right here in Israel today, is just the beginning.
Thanks, Blue Origin guy.
It is a beautiful day to launch our new rocket. Denise,
Hey,
thank you so much for
it's
joining.
midnight, buddy.
Thank you, Ariane. I can't believe we're here together. It's been so many years of Origin to bring us here
Do these
today.
people
And a
stay
warm
up all
welcome
night,
to
or do they
everyone
like
watching.
sleep
I've
during
been
the
at Blue
day?
Origin for 4 years, and I just gotta say, I am so thrilled to be here. Speaking my language. Now, Denise,
Honestly, I used to
engineers on the New
dislike
Glenn
Blue
program.
Origin
I'm looking
quite a
forward to
bit,
your insider
but
perspective with regards to launch.
I think they're cool.
So many things.
New
But I
Glenn
think the main
especially
panel
looks really
is gonna
pretty.
be the noise. You know, New Glenn is just so big. Those BE4 engines are so powerful, and it's so close to us. I really think that people all up and down the Cape and
They
Cocoa
should have
Beach are
said
going to see
massive,
something
because you
brand
want to
new
know what else
today.
is massive.
Therefore, I'm going to bring some insider technical content as we go. You know, in my role as the principal contamination
Please
control
kill me.
engineer on the New Glenn team, I'm going to try to provide all those little details that you want to know. You've been one of many team members working extremely hard on this vehicle, so this is a big day for you and the team. And what a day for you, Ariane. Congratulations, girl. Welcome back from maternity leave. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here for New Glenn First Launch.
I guess my mic
Absolutely no
sounds
way I would miss this.
decently okay.
I had my beautiful baby girl just like once back.
Oh, that's nice.
My other baby back here, New Glenn. But
I don't
before we
think
get
New
into
Glenn is a child. It's actually an
So
inanimate
I do want to
object.
take a moment to acknowledge the devastating fires in California. We hope that everybody remains safe, and we want to send our appreciation for the incredible firefighters. For so
Yeah.
many people. We have flew actually have 200 employees in California. Many flew and now let's turn our attention. Blue Glenn. Standing proud on the launch tower that's a few miles away of Launch Complex 36. There it is, standing tall. Camera. Great view today. Rocket looks good. All right, guys. Why don't you start, Denise, while I get for the vehicle? Well, New Glenn is Blue Origin's next generation orbital class rocket built on a reusable first stage. And speaking of reusability, let's look at one of the things that is critical to New Glenn, of course, because it's a reusable vehicle, is the landing gear that's housed in the aft section there. So there is, and unlike New Shepard, our suborbital vehicle, New Glenn's booster is going to land out at sea. New Glenn is going to launch vertically here at the Cape. It'll then arc over
Oh,
the Atlantic
they
on
still
its way to
have that
orbit.
drone
The
ship?
first
I thought
stage
they
is then going to
scrapped that
maneuver
idea.
its way
Holy
back to
shit.
Earth onto a landing platform that's actually positioned in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the first stage booster is powered by 7 BE-4 engines,
Drone ship
and these are
landing
really
on the first
powerful
attempt
engines.
is very
Each
bold.
one is capable of over
I'm rooting for them,
500,000
though.
pounds of thrust each. So when we combine all 7, we're talking about a launch vehicle with a thrust at liftoff of nearly 4 million pounds.
3.85 million to be exact. Got to make sure our engineers, out there don't call us out. Got to get the sig-figs right. But that's just the first stage. And as the first stage is busy landing back on Earth, meanwhile,
Why
the
is
second
the
stage is
venting
going to
on
continue to
fire?
orbit.
I
Just
don't think that's
for a
supposed to
quick
happen.
intro for those that are not, really into rockets. When we talk about
Can we
stages,
please
basically
have
what we're
those
doing
blue
is
lights
we stack
back?
one rocket
Like
on
the
top
blue
of the
lights
other.
that were on
Stage
during
1,
the
stage
static
2.
fire.
Stage 2 is the bottom. Stage 1 is the... Stage 1 is the bottom, stage 2 is the top.
It's not
Correct.
fair.
Yeah, so stage 2 is actually what's sitting right there on top of the booster on the pad. And what's really unique about the second stage is that it's powered by 2 BE-3Us. Now, these are actually an upgraded design based on the liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen engines that power New Shepard.
And then, of course,
Do we have a
there's the
countdown?
crown of the vehicle, if you will, the payload fairing on top.
Yep, that's my favorite part, the payload fairing. It sits right on top of that second stage, and it's really a protective cover that takes care of our payload on its way to space. But it's really what's inside the fairing that's at the heart of every New Glenn mission.
That's right. So every rocket launch
the
is
heart of
about
every New Glenn
sending
mission.
something to space. And today's launch is no different. For this first mission, that payload is a
It seems
pathfinder
pretty
for
different because
another
they've
Blue Ring
actually never
program,
launched
Blue Ring.
before.
It happens to be very near and dear to my heart because it's the program that I help lead. But before we get too deep into that, I am thrilled to say that we've got a couple other faces to meet this evening that are going to be bringing us all the action. So first, I would like to bring in my teammate Maggie McNeese from our government team in DC. She's standing near mission control now. Maggie, you there?
Hey Ariane, hey Denise, we really doing this?
This is happening.
That's
We are
cool.
definitely here at
But,
launch day, and you have to be feeling some of the same tingles we are down here. Why don't you situate us to where you are standing up there? What's going on? What is the vibe up there?
The vibes are impeccable. I am here by mission control. Right down the hallway, as you said before, we've got our launch control. In these teams and operators who are going to go ahead and be, looking at all of the data coming off the vehicles. They're going to give us our best chance of success today.
Now, we've got a pretty special assignment for you there, Maggie. We're going to have you reporting right up there through the launch to keep us plugged in behind the scenes. What are you looking forward to sharing with us today?
A lot. I'm really looking forward to making sure that you know what's going on in these rooms, take you through some of the personalities we got inside, how it all works. If there are a couple anomalies, we'll work through those together. It's going to be a great time, Ariane.
Love it. Thank you so much, Maggie. We're grateful to have you up there and keeping us connected. And, of course, we're going to patch you in as we go. Now, let's check in with our broader Blue team. Our employees in Florida today are getting a close-up view of the launch over at nearby Cars Park. Eddie Seifert is there standing by. Eddie, you there?
Yeah. Hey, Ariane, welcome. Welcome to the best seat in the house. We've got the best Team Blue behind me. I hope you can hear it. It's pandemonium. How are you guys doing over there?
Oh, my God. I love the energy. Talk to us. Tell me about the scene. What you seeing? What's the view? Talk to us.
We are 6 miles away as the crow flies to Launch Complex 36. It's pandemonium here. New Glenn is perfectly viewed in the distance, and we are here to support at Cars Park. We're joined by Space Coast residents. We're joined by family members, team members. This is really an exciting moment for Team Blue.
Eddie, now you're a familiar
I want
face
them to show us
across
the
Blue
drone ship.
Origin.
I wonder if it's
You've got a
that
front row seat
giant
at
tanker
Blue watching
design
this
still.
rocket go from design
Or
to
just
build
like
to
SpaceX
test.
style.
What's going through your head right now?
It's a collective sense of anticipation. Everyone here has done everything that they knew to do to the best of their ability. Their family members have sacrifice for them to be here at this moment at New Glenn 1. And we have one proposal. Let's send it. Let's light this candle. Let's send New Glenn to space. Let's send Blue Ring on its mission. This team is hyped.
Well, Eddie, one more cool thing that you and the team collaborated on. I understand all of Team Blue signed the fairing before it went to the pad. You want to tell me about that?
Yeah, so signing space hardware is a tradition at Blue. From the New Shepard propulsion module panels to the crew capsule base heat shield, those engines on New Glenn have our signatures. Now, the nice thing about
Isn't
those
the first
7-meter
launch a
fairings
Moonlander
that are over
prototype?
60 feet tall is that it can fit the signatures of more than 10,000 employees that currently call Blue Origin home. And so that's what we're sending to space in addition to the hardware. And this team right here, they made it happen.
I can't cheer
Thank you,
because,
Eddie.
like,
Can't wait to check in
one,
with
I
you
need to be
again
quiet, and
shortly.
two,
You
I
keep
lost
the
my
Team Blue
voice.
pumped
So
down that, but I
fuck.
have a feeling you're not going to have too many troubles. They seem pretty psyched.
We're psyched to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Well, I look forward to what both Eddie and Maggie can bring to the show. Let's take a little deeper dive into the mission today.
So there is a lot. Right now, we are tracking a number of technical milestones between now and liftoff, and then there's going to be another set of critical in-flight milestones once we're underway. Now, we do want to be very clear about our objectives today. This is New Glenn's first flight, and we prepared rigorously for it. But no amount of ground testing or mission simulation is a replacement for flying this rocket in space.
Well put. Our key objective today is to reach orbit safely. Anything beyond that is icing on the cake, bonus points, cherries on Sundays, whatever you want to call it.
They want to reach
We
orbit.
know that
so
landing the booster on the first try offshore in the Atlantic is ambitious, but you can't win if you don't try,
very ambitious,
and we are
and they still
going
have
for
that
it tonight.
tanker design
And
from what I've
no
seen.
matter what happens, we are going to learn, refine, apply that knowledge to our next launch, both, of course, in the design of the vehicle, but also into the operations. And about that booster, again, yes, we are going for it. New Shepard landed on only its second attempt in November of 2015. I happened to be on the ground for that in West Texas back in the day, and it was wild. And man, I can't wait to see if we can make some more history here with New Glenn, which our booster today has been named with a pretty cool name. You wanna tell us that?
Sure is. Our booster's named, so you're telling me there's a chance.
Classic 90s movie reference there for all you Jim Carrey fans. But let's level set here. You think we're going to stick the landing? Like if you were a betting lady
What's the
in Las
name
Vegas
again?
this evening?
So we think it's possible. You know, the truth is that this is an enormous goal. We're trying to land a giant building-sized vehicle that's plummeting
I wonder
down from
if
space.
the ship is going to
There's
sink, because
just
this is
so
like a
much
regular
complex
ship they're
engineering that
landing
goes
on,
into
not like
this.
a custom
But, you know,
drone
it's time
ship.
that we try it for real.
Obviously,
and
there's a
today's
landing
that
pad, but
day.
this
Let's do
ship
it.
isn't
Let's
like
put it to
reinforced
work.
in the
We'll
hull
see
or
how it
anything, from what I
performs.
know.
But hey, no matter what happens,
Maybe
we're going
like
to learn a ton,
a
get
crazy
loads of
landing
data,
failure
and
might
apply
sink
it
it.
to
I don't know.
NV2 and beyond.
I hope
Now,
not.
that said, if we land this thing, I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm probably gonna lose my fucking
good.
mind
Just
too.
setting expectations for everybody on this one. Now, some other business to discuss this evening is the payload we have on board.
Yep.
We have early technology demonstration on board for Blue Ring. And as mentioned before, it is something that I'm very excited about because it's related to the program that I help lead here at Blue Origin. There it is on the left side of your screen there, sitting nice and ready to
Isn't
go
it like
in the
a
payload
lander,
fairing.
a Moonlander
But to
prototype?
be clear, what you're looking at, this is not Blue Ring itself. This is not the Blue Ring spacecraft itself. It is a pathfinder for the Blue Ring vehicle. And so
Okay.
the vehicle, the Blue Ring vehicle that we are building currently employs a lot of the same technologies and capabilities that are put in that vehicle that you see on the left of your screen. And today we are going to validate the communication capabilities from orbit to the ground. Now, it's also worth noting that today's payload is non-separated. So it's going to actually stay attached to the second stage throughout the mission as it powers on and it begins collecting data. For the broader system we're building, for the Blue Ring itself, you can think of Blue Ring as a utility vehicle, a multi-tool, or kind of a mobile service station that we can use to run errands around the solar system. Today, on this mission, it's a super cool Pathfinder for that
Hello,
vehicle
Welsh.
that will be flying. We have some exciting details.
Okay, I'm unmuted now.
Get
Hello.
way in depth on
Welsh.
the exact technology that we're testing
All
today,
right,
as well
let's
as
want
get
me to
this
Blue
candle
Ring.
lit or
But I'll tell
whatever.
you right now, I'm
Yeah.
super excited
Landing
about not
on
just the
a
launch, but the
literal
payload, and for
ship,
both,
like this
you know,
thing was
the
a
New
tanker
Glenn
ship
team
before
and
Blue
the Blue
Origin
Ring
like
team. So
decided to
much work
change
has
things
come
up.
together today.
So this is going to be
And
really
that's
interesting.
why today is such a
Very
big deal.
ambitious
We're going to be
landing.
laying the foundation of our
Yeah.
mission
Oh
to
yeah.
build a road to space for the benefit of Earth.
And like,
Such an
you know,
exciting
you
launch.
think
and
of
just so much
the
to
rocket
aim
that have
for.
propulsively landed
Yes,
back on
but
Earth. You have New Shepard
level
and
setting,
Falcon
at
9,
the
and
end
that's
of the
basically
day,
it.
we
This is
know
going to be
that
the
we're in this
largest
for the long
rocket
haul.
that we've
Today
ever
is
tried to
just
propulsively land,
day
like
one,
on
the
a
beginning of a
platform.
new chapter.
You know,
for New
Starship
Glenn.
gets caught by the
We're going to
tower,
collect
nice
a
and
significant
you
amount
know,
of data,
nice and
no
snug.
matter what
It's
I
happens.
think
hot,
And
starships
from
are
our
but
perspective, the way I
arguably
like
more
to put it,
impressive.
data is the currency of
yeah,
success. The more data
yes,
we
yes,
have, the
yes.
better off we are.
But
The longer we fly, the
yeah,
more
that's the
data we
coordination of the
collect,
booster and the
the more
tower.
we
You
can
know,
crunch on, so they
all
can
mixing perfectly.
God
But
damn, I
this
wish
will
those
be no
blue
doubt.
lights
New
were on.
Glenn for New Glenn 2 and
Oh
beyond.
yes, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And that
Blue
data is really
Origin
going to
here
be
to
critical
disappoint
for
me
our
again.
engineers and our
I don't know
ability
why I
to
said again.
evolve
I don't
New
know when
Glenn
they've
into a
disappointed me
fully
before.
operational program. You know, New Shepard, we've flown 28 missions so far, and we've sent over 40 astronauts to space. And while
I
we consider
heard
that
on
data fully
NASA
operational,
Spaceflight
that flight data that we
that
get after every mission helps our
they are
engineers
going to
fine-tune the
NASA
system. It helps us
is
refine our
NASA's
procedures,
flying a
reduces the
camera
overall
plane by
time
the
to
launch site
launches.
to try to
And
get
perhaps
views
most
of
important of all, it
the booster
significantly
reentry,
drives down the
or
cost
by
like
the
a
landing site, I should say.
And
like
we
a
have learned
WB-57?
so much as New Shepard has progressed. And by the way, those
I'm
learnings
not sure.
all
I
come
don't
into
know.
play on New
I have
Glenn.
10
We've
bucks in my
integrated a
wallet. Not to
lot of
brag, but I'm
design
really
and
rich.
operational lessons
Yes, you're
from
loaded. You're
New
stacked.
Glenn, excuse
You
me,
have
from New Shepard
motion, as
into
they
New Glenn.
say.
So, and speaking of
Who's
lessons
they?
learned from New Shepard,
I
there's
don't know.
that
I don't know. That's like a
recurring Blue
slang.
Origin
That's a
theme of
slang word
reusability.
to say that you have
New
motion.
Shepard
I mean that you have
has
lots of money.
Yeah.
this booster
Yeah.
I
for
don't know.
fun. That Lance,
I
right?
don't
New
make the
Glenn,
rules.
the
I just
same deal. But
I just
let's
hear
point
things on
out
the
one big
internet and
difference. New
repeat
I
them.
Shepard lands
really,
on a
really
landing
wish there
pad
was a
in
countdown
the
clock in the
desert, while
top
New
left
Glenn's landing
corner of
pad
my
is out in
screen.
the Atlantic Ocean. I
Please,
should
Blue
take a
Origin.
Yep.
moment to note, you know, the ocean, the seas out there
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
been
That's
quite rough
that's
for
what's
the
missing.
last several
Also,
days. So,
my
you know, that
stream,
is why
it's
we
happened
took a
2 or
little
3
bit of extra
times where
time to get a
it's like
really
skipped
good
back
chance
5
of landing
seconds
this booster
without
That's
me
tonight.
doing anything.
A
It's just
big
like
kudos to our team that is out there
This is
operating
odd.
the
We have
Jacqueline.
about
They have been
11,
rocking and rolling,
12
you know, with the
minutes
waves out
till
there for
liftoff.
several days, but things are going to get exciting this evening.
I hope the onboard
Now, a
cams are
key
cool.
piece
If we
of
even
this
get any.
landing
oh yeah.
system is
Oh yeah.
the landing
The interior camera of the
ship,
fairing was
which we
cool.
call the
I've never seen
Jacqueline.
that
You want to
before.
tell us a little bit more about
Yeah.
the Jacqueline?
I've
We'd
actually
love to. So we've
I've seen that
actually
on
named our
Falcon 9 a
landing
couple
platform
times.
after a very special Blue
Oh,
Origin
okay,
family
okay.
member, the Jacqueline. It's
Yeah, like
right
just
now
I
before
stopped
floating
fairing set.
watching.
a couple of 100 miles from Cape
Because they have
Canaveral,
fairing
and the
cameras
crew
just
that's
before
operating the
fairing set.
Jacqueline is actually positioned nearby in a different support vessel.
I
That
stopped
is
watching
just
Falcon 9
the
launches a
same.
while ago because they all moved to
Yeah,
X,
they
there it is.
still
and
have
And
this.
we
only a
also
few of
have
them.
a lot of cameras on our ship today,
Yeah,
so
they've
we expect to be
literally
able to watch it
just.
live as our booster
Oh, it's a
touches
different
down, and
barge.
that's just
They've
going to be so
completely.
cool.
They are not
Yes,
using a
it
container
is going to
ship
be
anymore.
such a pivotal moment. Our first landing
Oh,
attempt for this rocket.
dang,
We
that's
have
a
got to
huge
make sure that
barge.
that
Man,
gets
look at that.
captured regardless of what
Yeah.
happens. And there's a live shot
You know,
of the
Holy
they
cow.
beautiful
planned on
landing pad
refurbishing
there
a
with our
container
Blue
ship
Origin feather.
to use as a
Just
landing
waiting
pad,
to
which is crazy.
just welcome home a rocket to
Yeah,
space.
well,
Big deal.
they need the
And after that booster
space
lands
because
on
you're
the
landing
Jacqueline, the
basically a
vessel is going
building
to
on top of
transport the booster back
on
to our
top of a
facilities
ship.
here
It's
at Rocket
crazy.
Yeah.
Park. We're going to do an inspection before flying
Oh man.
again. And
To
this
go
is
back even like
important,
30
very
years ago
important,
and to
because
tell people in like
This
yeah,
was
like in the
to
90s to
for
say that we were doing
reusable
this,
vehicles are
people would
how we
lose their
will land
mind that we're able to bring back
They wouldn't
rocket
even
boosters
believe
from
us.
space
I
and
hope
land
you're
them
all
on ship.
out there getting a
They wouldn't
sense
even
of the
believe
set
us.
pieces
What
here
if
that make
we
up today's
told them,
launch.
like,
We've got the vehicle
imagine
itself,
telling people 10
we've
years
got the
ago
ground
that we'd be on
systems,
Mars,
but we've also
let's say
got the
10 years from
sea-based
now.
systems. And of course,
Imagine that.
all
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
people, the
yeah.
teammate across the
Well,
Humanity is
community, and the
on
US,
the
advancing
frankly,
really
that are
far
working
in
hard to
space
get
flight.
us to our launch.
Yes.
Now, let's take
Yeah,
a moment
we've had it.
and
We've
punch
definitely had a
New
period
Glenn
of
on the pad
stagnation
as
though.
we make our way towards the very first
From
orbital
like
flight.
the mid 70s to like 2000, I would say.
The
You know, where
ISS was
you know.
a really good thing that we did.
Oh yeah. 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 But in
Why is
terms of
it?
space
What?
first, like
Hey,
really, really
hey.
groundbreaking.
What? T minus 40 minutes? Are we really launching at 12:30? I thought it was in 10 minutes.
Oh no. Well, shoot. Okay.
Are you still gonna have time?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then I guess we can talk for like 40 minutes.
Sure. Hey, well, we did that for the coast period for Starship
Yeah,
6, I
we
think.
played I forgot drawing game.
Right, whatever that's called.
Okay.
What is that?
Yeah, so we can just do that for now.
Sure.
I need it to be really,
Hey,
really
let's start.
controversial though.
Okay, sounds good. We got to get Starman on here. I've never talked to Mr. Starman before.
Oh yeah, Victor.
He seems like an interesting chap.
Yeah, Victor's really cool. I don't think he can join this time
An
though,
interesting
but he
chap.
did want to join for Flight
Oh.
7.
Okay, cool. That's tomorrow, isn't it? Or Wednesday.
No,
It's
Welcome
Wednesday.
back, everybody. We are officially at T minus 38 minutes and
We're gonna play
57
Gartic Phone.
seconds to go until launch, our first launch of New Glenn.
Oh, also,
as we go
okay,
along
Wednesday.
here, you
Yeah,
might see our clock bounce around a little
Wednesday,
bit. That's
4
just our
p.m. local
teams
time.
getting aligned and making sure that by the time we get down
Also,
to
there's going to be a lunar
everybody's set
lander
and ready
launched
to go. But
on
talking
Tuesday.
about ready to go, Denise.
To where?
2 lunar landers, actually.
Why don't you give us an update on the vehicle
to the
and
moon,
its
but like from
preparedness?
what's launching? What's the vehicle?
Absolutely. So our team has
The
already
Falcon 9 launched from
completed
Florida.
fueling up New
Oh
Glenn's
shit, another
propellant
Falcon
tank
Launching
for
a fire.
our first stage and our second stage. We are
Yeah,
now
and a lunar
entering
lander
the
from
next
Japan.
step, which is called propellant conditioning. This is, of course,
Are the
a crucial
Japanese
step
launching it,
because
or are
we
they
need to make sure
hiring-
those
I
don't know if
propellants are at the
they're
right
launch
temperatures and at the
contractor?
right pressures. We also need to
It's a
manage
ride share. It's a
pressure.
ride share.
You might have
Oh,
noticed
ride share, okay.
that there's a lot of excess
Okay, join
gases that are
Gartic
being
Phone.
vented from our first stage and our second stage. This is because our cryogenic propellants are so cold that they're
Oh, do I
experiencing
join? Do I have
something
to?
called a boil off.
Oh,
So
you
we
have to
are
here we go.
join
venting
Gartic
all that
Phone.
excess gas to prevent buildup and overpressurization.
Oh, here we
You may
go.
have also noticed on your screen that we have the flame stacks, or what we lovingly call the tiki torches. That's there as a safety mechanism to make sure that we are burning all that flammable oxygen and hydrogen, protecting New Glenn and our launch pad. So that is where we are right now. We'll keep tracking progress as we make our way to terminal count. Thank you very much. We
Peanut
look
butter
forward to the next
pretzels? Hell
update
yeah.
on the team and the rocket there. Now,
That's
we
my launch
mentioned
day
that
snack.
we're
I've
sitting in the
upgraded from
rocket
dried
factory
mangoes
here.
and
Blue Origin's
oat
mission control
clusters.
is right upstairs, right above our head. And we're very close to where the rocket is itself. So maybe if you zoom out a little bit, Denise, you can give us a sense from a geography-wise where we're sitting. We are super close. So behind me, I have a map of Florida. You can see very clearly here we have Merritt Island and Cape Canaveral. If you go ahead and zoom in, I'll show you where we are right now. We are right now at Blue Origin's Rocket Park. This is where New Glenn is built, integrated, tested. This is where we're coming in live from our studio. And just a short 8 miles away, we have LC-36, where New Glenn is standing proudly, waiting for its first launch. You just heard from Eddie and a few of our employees. They're just here in Cars Park, and if you're lucky enough to be watching from either Jetty Park or anywhere uptown Cocoa Beach, you are going to get a great view of the New Glenn launch tonight.
I
That's
tomorrow
the
as
lay of
well.
the land here. It just really goes to show you how the full operation of New Glenn is nearby. And not only
Wait,
that,
how do I erase?
the New Glenn operation is also
stay until they
right
reach
in the
orbit.
heart of all this great space history here in
Okay,
Florida.
sounds good.
Probably. I think.
Am I timed on this?
2 and Atlas 3 launches took place from here. The Mariner, Pioneer, and even Surveyor missions. They sent spacecraft to explore Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, and even the lunar surface.
I'm gonna edit
Here's some
peanut
footage
butter jar.
showing off the renovated launch pad that carries all that history. I think I speak on behalf of everybody here at Blue Origin that it's just an honor to be launching the
a next
John Glenn
generation
carrying
vehicle
his
right here on
astronaut
top of all
helmet.
of that history.
He's a
And the
Mercury
launch
astronaut.
pad is so
It's going to be his
close.
gray,
I mean,
silver
I know we're
suit.
going to hear it and
There we go.
feel it in this building. I mean, I literally would not be surprised if lights start shaking.
You know, from here we can
So people
watch
were
and hear
saying
just about
after
any
New Glenn
launch
is
system
New
that takes off from
Armstrong,
the Cape,
which I'm
and it
interested to
gets
see what that would
loud.
look like.
But we think this one for New Glenn may be one of the loudest ever. For one, the pad is just so close to Rocket Park, but
Oh wait, I
also
can draw two?
there's
Oh,
just
wait.
the enormous size and power
New
of
Glenn is
those
apparently going to
7
be one of the
first
loudest
stage
rockets
BE4
launched
engines.
from
And we
KSC.
have been talking about that rumble for years, and I cannot wait.
Nice.
As a
Nice.
California
That's
girl who
crazy.
has
There
lived
we
through a couple
go.
of
Mine
earthquakes,
is actually
I
really
am
good.
ready for this one. This is going to be awesome.
Thank
Now,
you.
you mentioned a second ago, it's just so
Yes,
unique
peanut butter
that
pretzels.
the public is going to get such a great view of New Glenn launches,
Nice.
especially
I
from
have no launch
viewpoints
snack,
like, you know, Jetty Park, Port Canaveral,
Oh,
Cocoa
sadly,
Beach.
because it's like
So many
midnight
people
and I'm not
gather
allowed to
to
eat
watch
anything
launches
anymore.
from these spots already. And wow, I mean, look, this is a live view. If you're sitting there right now in Cocoa Beach, shout out to you guys. You're probably sitting in a nice lawn chair with a cold beverage in your hand. That's what I'd be doing if I weren't here behind the desk with you, Denise. You guys are going to get to see and feel this launch with an insane view. So, you know, other than maybe tripping some tsunami
Is there a
warnings, y'all
character
are going to have
limit
a
on
great
the
evening.
prompt?
There really is nothing better than a beach-sized rocket
Question.
launch.
Well, and weather permitting, it's not just
Two
people down
what?
here in
An apple pie
Florida.
being two what?
People in the region, kind of the southeast region
Crumbly,
of the
being
U.S.
too
You see
crumbly.
this image right here. Look, that's going all the way as far north as, you know, North Carolina. Several states north
How
are
do I
going to
draw
be
this?
able to
Jeez.
see this launch during
Also,
different phases
what kind of
flight
name is Gartic?
based on where you are. So
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit of a guide here. If you guys are all still up,
And
you
then
know, it's a bit late here on the
Starship.
East
I
Coast,
don't know if
but
I'm
this
getting the
is an
size of
exciting
this
launch. So shout out to
correctly.
you guys as well that are watching live from the East Coast. All right, everybody, we're at T-minus 33 minutes and 30 seconds to go and counting down to our launch window opening
Half an
T-minus
hour.
0 for New
Half an
Glenn's
hour.
first launch.
I
Cannot
cried.
believe I'm saying that. We've been talking about this such a long
Starship.
time. It's just wild. Now, again, this is our first flight. We have prepared rigorously for it, but I want to reiterate, our key objective today is to reach orbit safely. That in itself is a big deal. And anything beyond that is a bonus. That said, we also know that landing the booster would be very cool. We also know that it is very ambitious to do this on the first time, but we're going for it. And no matter what happens, we are going to learn a lot. We're going to refine. We're going to apply that knowledge to our next launch and beyond. It is an exciting day, and we are so glad that you, our audience, is here to join in on all the action and all the excitement. Okay. While we've got a moment, we've got this beautiful rocket on the pad on our screen. Why don't we dive in a little bit deeper on New Glenn? Denise, our experts here, why don't we dig in, give our audience a sense of what sets this vehicle, New Glenn, apart from other launch vehicles, both, you know, past and present?
Well, to start, it's just massive, just over 320 feet tall, or almost 98 meters. And just think about that. That's
Mine
like
is
a
horrible.
32-story building. It's really hard to describe what that means, but another way to think about it, we all know and love New Shepard. Picture 5 New Shepards stacked one on top of the other, and that's approximately the height of New Glenn.
Because of an apple. Because if an apple pie being
When you
too
think
CR.
about that jump from New Shepard to New Glenn. Just that size. Oh, say there you go. You see this great image on our screen here that gives you a sense. That's a. We talk about step by step ferociously. That's a big old step we're taking tonight.
It's also amazing to think that New Shepard technically could fit as a payload right inside of New Glenn's fairing with room to spare on the sides.
And as fun as that would be, we don't really need to ship New Shepard off to another planet anytime soon. As
We've
far
already
as
done this. We've already.
that would be a pretty cool, sneaky, you know, third and fourth stage if you count that capsule in there. But
I've already
that
answered
said,
this prompt
we make this
before.
point because it speaks to future capabilities.
Fucker.
Like
I will just
moon
repeat
landers,
my
other
previous
large vehicles that
answer.
are similar in size to New Shepard.
Or my
So
previous
it
drawing.
is incredible that atmospheric
response.
volume and the size, what it's going to enable as we build this road to space. Now, it's not often that you get to stand next to a massive rocket like that on a launch pad, ready to go to space. But you and I had an amazing opportunity. This is just a day or two ago. And I don't know, I just look at this video and I get tingles. It was incredible to be at the base and looking at what our team has worked on for such a long time. There you see the flame trench, smoke and fire, baby. That's what we're looking for tonight.
I get chills every time I watch that. I mean, that was just so incredible. That's not something that I will likely forget anytime soon. It's just so tall when you're standing right next to it.
Yeah. Well, that tall rocket is going
I can't
to
do
space
it. I
tonight.
fucking suck.
And you all are going to be here to watch and cheer on
It's
with
not
us.
entertaining.
It's a big night. That's all I can say.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that'll
We
give
should
you
play
a few differences
chess.
between a vehicle like New Glenn and
I'm
others
very
that have
Play
lifted
what?
off from this pad
Yes, we should
in the
play
past.
chess.
I think there's another key thing
Play.
about New Glenn,
Sorry,
and
you,
it
you're
really
cutting
is
out.
that
Play what?
reusability aspect.
Chess.
So while the scale
Bro.
of New Glenn is
Chess.
truly
Okay.
remarkable, I mean,
Yeah.
this rocket is built
Sure.
for big things,
I'm
supersized,
up
with
for
an
that.
incredible lift capability. But to do that in a way that's sustainable,
Oh
using
gosh.
reusable hardware, I
Yes,
think
that
that
is a
really
pretty
is the
accurate
biggest
depiction of
innovation
my
for New
my
Glenn.
teacher.
100%. Reusability. It is such a
Okay.
critical component of reducing the costs of future
Let me get out of
missions to
here.
space. You just can't
Just
say
in the
enough
park.
how important reusability is.
Right. All right. All
And
right.
so
All
New Glenn also has that second stage rocket, right? We talked about the first stage and the second stage.
I'm actually in my
You know,
chess
rocket
club at my
fans know
university.
this, but just like Saturn V or other big launchers, rockets fly in the first stage and the second stage, with the job of the first stage, or sometimes what
Also,
we call
is your
the
profile
booster,
is your
to launch
profile
the
picture
vehicle
Shia
from
LaBeouf?
Earth up to space. The stages will then separate, and it's the second
No,
stage
it's Sam
that powers our
Witwicky.
payload into orbit.
So here you see a
It's
cool
who?
and another cool overlay.
Sam
We
Witwicky
saw
from
just a moment
Transformers.
ago of the Saturn V
Okay, I don't know who
rocket.
that is.
I mean,
Queen's Pawn
Fucking
opening. Here
uncultured
we
just
go.
about
Let's
the
swine.
do
same
this.
height, like and the
Fucking uncultured
power of the two vehicles and
bitch.
the significance to be compared to that is amazing. And you know what? Our game plan, like Saturn V, our game plan is to use New Glenn to go to the moon too. I hope you host that webcast with me too on that one. Coming here shortly. So that's our orbital rocket in
28 minutes.
a nutshell. Now, while we've got a couple minutes to go here, we're on 28 minutes to go until New Glenn's first launch. Why don't we check in with our
Oh,
teammates
wait a minute.
over at Cars
Here we go.
Park? Eddie, you there?
Yeah, hey Ariane, we're here at Cars Park. We're less than 6 miles as the crow flies to Launch Complex
Wait a minute.
36. We can see a great view of New Glenn standing 320 feet tall, the two vehicle access towers, one of the largest water towers in the world, and we are ready. Aren't we ready, team?
Wow, one of the largest water towers in the world.
Oh, shoot. Why can't it move? Jeez.
Eddie, man, you have quite
House of the Active Attack. What does that mean?
exponentially since we saw you last. And not just current employees, but their kids and future Blue Origin employees are all out there psyched for this first flight.
Our New Glenn pads.
What are you hearing
What if
the
those children
employees
don't
talk
want to be
about?
future
listen,
Blue Origin employees?
We're looking forward to the rumble of the BE4 engine. We're going to hear it. We're looking forward to the blue streak.
They're all SpaceX
across the
fans and they're
dark
Blue
sky.
Origin haters.
And we've got, you know, the
Real.
flags, the emblems, the swag. We're very proud to be here. We're very proud to be sharing this moment with our community, right? The word that everybody tonight is grateful. How grateful we are to be here.
That was the dumbest move I've possibly ever
and how
made.
grateful we are for the Space Coast that has accepted us.
So a lot of these folks have day jobs here in the factory, and you're not far from us, but describe the view you're getting. How is it different from what people will see from here at Rocket Park?
Yeah, we've got an unencumbered view of the launch pad of New Glenn. We'll be able to see that arc as Blue heads on its mission, and we're very excited about that. The air is electric here. We're just buzzing with excitement, and we're thrilled to be here, really.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous that you guys are gonna get such a straight-on view of the launch pad. So, not complaining. Denise and I have a pretty great seat
I
here
suck
too,
at
but
chess.
thank you, Eddie. We'll be checking in back
Excellent.
soon with
Thank you.
you there again down at Cars
We've got
Park.
one more chant for you guys. We're gonna get loud for you.
Here, I'm gonna leave this activity because I'm rage quitting. Stalemate.
Wow, I love it. I
forfeit.
love it. You feel the energy down there. I
Okay.
absolutely love it. Now,
Good game.
one
They've added a bunch of
employee
new
on the New
things,
Glenn team
so
that is
let
not
me-
down there with Eddie, and I do want to give a special call out to our program leader for New Glenn, Jarrett Jones. Jarrett has led the New Glenn program for years, and I'm very grateful to be able to call him a friend.
minute.
He has a deep background in aerospace. There he is. And he's been instrumental
here's a
through
Minecraft
the build up to
off-brand.
today's launch. I mean, there you see him just a moment ago, and let's see.
Blocks.io.
In launch
I don't
control,
know.
yes, he is there, kind of that first row, bottom left. There you go, checking in, got his eyes glued to the to his screen.
Join me
talking
in
to,
survival, little bro.
One of our long-term
Welsh
employees here. We got Mark Featherstone, who's been also leading this
Welsh
program for
G.
a long
I will
time.
go with Welsh G.
And man, and you saw that image just a moment ago with him in front of the New Glenn. That was the day that we installed
How do I
7
join
engines
this?
on New Glenn for the first
I don't
time.
know.
And I'm pretty sure he is absolutely psyched. You also see the gentleman
It's like
in the
half
center
of my
that front
screen.
row
Oh
in
my
the
gosh, this
green
is absolutely
sweatshirt.
impossible
That
to
is
play.
Dave Limp, our CEO.
Oh, there you are.
Who
Is that
joined
you?
us just
Yeah.
about a year ago, and man, talk about
I only have half of
sparking
my
some
screen.
fire. It has been wonderful
I can
to
only
have
jump
him
and
on the team with
That's
us,
weird.
and he's
oh my
clearly
gosh.
absolutely
Hey,
dialed
let's
in.
not
And
play this.
last but not least, in between Jarrett and Dave, Jeff Bezos, our founder, who of course has been thinking about this day for many years. And I should also throw in a special happy birthday to Jeff. What a
Jeff
day.
Bezos'
I wouldn't
birthday.
mind having a rocket launch on my birthday, but this man deserves it. So much patience, commitment, passion for what we're doing. It's just we are very lucky, Denise,
Discord
to
is so
have
weird sometimes.
such a leadership
How do I exit out of
team here
this?
supporting us at Blue
Press the
as we go
tab
through
or
all of these
ESC or
There we go.
programs
something.
and getting them off and going. But at the
Rocket
middle of
Where's escape?
many of
Royale.
them,
What
and
the
the
fuck is
core to
this?
making a lot of this work, New Glenn. That's why today is so important. Okay, everybody, we're at T-minus 23 minutes to go until launch.
Woohoo.
It is so great to have you all joining us for today's inaugural
See if anybody on the Cosmic group
launch. We have folks tuning in
is watching
from
New
all
Glenn.
over for this big day. And of course, we had Eddie and the team down at Cars Park. Well, we also wanted to give a nod to a couple special groups watching from across the nation. We've got employees tuned in at multiple
I don't know how to
sites,
describe it, but
checking in and rooting
the
for New Glenn.
Blue
As I
Origin
mentioned, not only do a lot
live
of our employees
streams have such a
work on
different
multiple
feel
programs. There we go.
to the SpaceX
And
ones.
we got Huntsville.
Yeah, I
I
don't
Like,
know.
love
It's
it.
probably because they're
Tampa,
less cool.
there
Florida,
are no
our headquarters. I see you guys. Huntsville, where we built some of our
and like all of the commentators are women.
use
I've noticed that.
Blue Ring. You guys should be so proud.
I died in Rocket Bot Royale.
Jared, oh, I just know that everybody here.
You're like a tank and you shoot down at the ground and you.
Beautiful engine factory.
Oh shoot!
Oh, I hit him. I won.
Oh dang! Look at. You got to clip that. That was a pretty mean takedown.
Well, you can see the passion, the energy. We have been working so hard to get
I
to
think
this
let's
point.
fight each other.
All right. Well, I can't complain about our
Huh?
view from right
Let's
here.
fight
We
each
have
other.
got
Oh,
a
let me hop
pretty
on.
sweet spot
I'm
here.
Let me
gonna
hop on
fly in.
Rocket Bot
I do
Royale.
want to go upstairs to our co-host
here you go.
Maggie, who's up near Mission Control. Maggie, you there?
I still only. Oh,
Here, and I have found a new place to hang out.
I still only have
Wow.
half
All right.
of
So
the.
I know that not only do you get to hang out near Mission Control, but
Can't move.
this
Oh,
for our
there you
audience
go.
gives you a
Then you can
sense
just watch me
of
play.
how close they are to just being able to go outside on the deck there. Tell me about this view that
Very my
you get
clothes.
and that some of our VIPs are going to get tonight.
Yep, I am out on the balcony. We are on the 3rd floor of our rocket
Oh
factory.
shoot! Oh no!
Just out there, you can see the red blinking light at the top of
Oh,
our tower.
yeah, you can. If you're
The
falling,
launch
you can
pad is right
shoot
out
a
there.
rocket to try to
And
like
then
redirect
just to my
yourself.
left here is the mission control team. So you
Yeah,
know
we're
when that
making
rocket
up
goes up, they'll be turning their heads briefly to the right. So we're out
Wait,
here. We've got
what do I do?
guests,
Ranked duos, custom
VIPs,
match.
plus Blue's
I don't
family
know. I'm in
inside.
solo.
They're still
Yeah.
in there while it's warm, but I expect to see
Oh,
more and
okay.
more people headed out here soon.
Play solo battle royale.
Now, Maggie, I know you're able to also listen in on the radio with the team behind you. What are some of the things that you're hearing?
Oh, here I am. Here I am. Oh my gosh.
Time in the count, I'm
Happy.
hearing them going into their weather
It's
briefs.
so laggy.
Flown in on a helicopter. Get ready.
They are
5.
making sure that
Oh
everything
shoot.
is clear downrange. That's
Oh,
both the water
I think
and
I'm
in
dead.
the air. And I haven't heard anything thus far, Ariane.
Oh, oh shoot to deploy.
Well,
Wait, ah.
thanks, Maggie. So great to have you up there, keeping us
Where are
all
you?
of the action. As we noted, we've got launch control and mission
This
control
is
right back to
laggy.
back. We'll be checking in again with you in a couple of minutes.
Poor
Okay,
phone can't handle
T-minus
this.
19 minutes and 50 go until our targeted liftoff. So we're getting closer and closer. And we want to point out a few things coming up in our countdown. Some of them actually come in a pretty quick sequence.
Yeah, so coming up, we're going to have a planned attack. This is where our team takes one last look at weather for launch today. This weather check
Ah, shit.
validates that our trajectory is still on track, and our team will continue to close out tonight.
All these games are low key ass.
Very capable folks in launch control upstairs will undoubtedly
man.
be checking through closeouts
Sparrow,
in the next few
Marvel.
minutes
What the heck is
or
that?
so. And once we get through those, we'll start to go into
That
some
plays
final
10.
vehicle checks.
Whatever.
So if you want to walk us through those final vehicle checks.
Once we get to about T-4 terminal count, we're going
Idle
to
Mafia.
transition
What?
New Glenn into where our auto sequence begins. And the operation really becomes hands-off for our operators. We're going to be switching New Glenn to internal power, internal hydraulics, and
I feel like
things
the
will move
Blue
really
Origin
quickly from
commentator
there.
ladies
And
are
then,
more
as we
like,
approach the final
yeah,
moments,
this is
and
awesome, and
just
this is
before we light the
cool.
engines,
Like they're kind of
there's this
telling,
I
water
not
low-key
deluge.
feel
showing.
like
It's
they
It's like
don't know
human
what they're
water
talking
internal.
deluge.
about.
This is going to engulf the flame trench completely, which is going to protect our rocket from
I thought
vibroacoustics
they're
and
both like
thermal loading.
engineers.
Finally,
I thought they
autopilot
were.
will be
Let's do
enabled.
you know what I
We'll flex
mean.
the gimbaling engines, and then, well, ignition.
Game on, ignition. I
Look,
cannot wait
it's
for
a
that moment. So all of this is very
Join this
exciting,
little
even just
bro.
hear said out loud. I think there's also a very specific sequence for starting the first stage engines. And talk us through that, because it's not like they just all turn on at once. We got to be
Alright,
careful
join little
about how
bro.
we sequence
Let's get it.
the engines igniting.
Correct. So you might think that we ignite all 7 BE4s at once, but that's actually not the case. We do something called a staggered start sequence. Engines 1,
That's how
4,
all
and 7
rockets
will
light
light
their
first,
engines. A
followed by
staggered
engines
light sequence. These motherfuckers are
2,
so
3, 5,
stupid.
and 6. Now, of course, these will happen in a very quick
It's
succession,
basically how
but the
every
staggering start really
multi-engine
helps to
rocket
decrease the sudden pressure
lights
on
its
the whole
engines.
system. There's
Well,
just
they know
truly
it. They're
is
just
so much
explaining.
power
They're
in
just
those
explaining
BE4
for people who
engines.
don't know,
So staggering
for
them
Well,
creates
everyone
a
newcomers.
more
knows that
smooth
though,
on-ramp for all that power.
right?
Absolutely. And we talk a
Everyone
lot
knows
about
that.
the rocket, but
Alright,
I
we
come
mean,
on,
can't
join.
maybe,
forget the
Join
ground
us.
maybe.
systems as well, right? So when we are
No, I'm just
essentially
messing
It's
protecting
around.
the
being
rocket
super
from the
weird for me right now. I'm gonna.
vibrations and all that power coming out of the engine, we're also protecting the launch pad
You're
itself,
low
right?
key just a
You
monkey.
see from the map that you showed us earlier how close we are to the water. The
Okay,
water
I'm back.
table is just a couple of feet below the launch pad.
You know what I
Seems like
meme?
a lot of
Sure.
engineering went
Meme
into
trivia.
the complete
That's right, join little bro.
refurbishment of our launch complex. And so we want to take care of it. It's there for the
They
long
delayed it
haul.
again?
But man, we got a big old powerful
What?
rocket. So this water deluge system is
You're
They
joking.
delayed it
critical
again. We're at
to
30. We're at
both the rocket
37.
and the ground the launch pad, the ground support equipment.
I don't even.
Okay.
just-
We
what
are at
the
T
fuck?
minus.
They delayed
We
another
have just
20
had a
minutes.
clock
Now
update
it's
here. We are
launching
T
at
minus
1 a.m. or
37
2 a.m.
minutes
Whatever.
and 20 seconds to go
I'm
until
fucking
launch.
ending it all.
As we mentioned,
Blue Origin.
is
Fuck
Sleep
you.
is
what we can
overrated, I
expect
think.
from our team as they get aligned
I
and
guess
ready to
so.
go into launch
I'm gonna
today.
be
So they
so
just need a
bored
couple more
sitting here
minutes,
for
and that's
another hour,
A-okay. You know, we say this on the New Shepard webcast as well, which is we have spent years designing this rocket and
All right, little
Wait,
bro.
what the heck?
months building it and
When you are
months
about to
going into
die,
designing
but
this
believe
operation,
in
if we need a
reincarnation?
couple more minutes before we press go on this thing, that is A-okay with all of us. So with that, why don't
I
we
don't
take a
even know
moment
what
here
this
to
is.
check out this
Wait,
beautiful
hang
New
on.
Glenn rocket
I'm trying
on
to
the
think.
pad, getting ready for its first mission to space
When you
ever.
are about to die but believe in reincarnation, what are you? What
I don't know
would
what kind of
what would
prompt
the
that is, to
emotions
be
going
honest.
through
I
your
just
mind
selected a random
be?
GIF. All right, show those gifts. Welsh the Great.
Here we go. You're about to
They're
die but believe
bots.
in reincarnation. It's
Half of these are
okay.
bots.
Psyche K. I don't like that one, honestly. The Psyche K one.
I don't get it.
There fly it missing there. Racism.
That was mine.
Indian lady. SpongeBob being scared.
It's just so fucking stupid old lady type shit.
I need a drink. I don't even know who that is, and some other, I don't know,
Indian. What
Hindu
one was
goddess
yours?
of some kind. So,
What
are
one
you
was...
supposed to guess which one was mine or what?
No,
Or
you
the
have to
favorite
vote
one?
for your
I think
favorite.
I'm
What
gonna
one was
vote
yours?
for.
We can vote each other's.
I'm gonna vote for the Psyche one.
What one was yours, little bro?
Huh?
What one was yours, little bro?
Mine was I need a drink.
It's so
With the
goofy.
lady
It's
being like shaking back. I don't know. I don't know. What am I supposed to vote for that?
I'm gonna touch you.
No. Yay.
Wow, a crowd favorite.
When you're about to die, but believe in reincarnation. Let's need a drink.
Hopefully we get another prompt.
When the Gatorade hit.
Pretend it
Okay, I'll
says
do the other
alcohol.
one. I'll do the other one.
No, pretend.
When you're
No,
at the school dance.
you motherfucker.
Oh, we have to do the same one? We have to do the same one?
Yeah, we vote for what when we do.
Okay. When you're at the school dance without a date. Let's see. Oh, there could be some good ones for this. There could be some good ones for this.
You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one.
There we go. There we go. I'll do that one. So how do I look? I wasn't able to look at your meme last time. I don't know how you.
Mine was the racism one.
Oh, racism. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh,
We're
what?
at
hey,
Is someone here?
minus 33
No,
minutes and
He's in my history
53
class.
seconds to go until New Glenn's first launch. We are so happy to have you all joining us for this historic launch.
Are you
both here
watching
in the
the New
U.S.
Glenn
and
launch
everywhere
right now?
around the world.
No, he doesn't give a
Denise,
fuck.
No, I
tell
do
our
not care.
audience,
This one's
where
mine.
are we up to in the preparation of our
This
vehicle?
one's mine.
Sounds good.
So right now we're completing a
Welsh, what do
systems
you think?
functional check
I just
for
select
Glenn,
it.
and this is critical because we're ensuring that all of our systems are operating nominally. We're going to verify propulsion,
School
avionics,
dance without a
guidance,
date.
communications, and even safety systems. Our engineers are
Can we
also running
Can you guys
diagnostics
remove the
on all the
bots now that I'm
BE4s
here?
and BE3Us. We're
Yeah.
checking
Remove
flight
what?
computers. We're checking telemetry.
The
We're
300
also going to
bots.
do one final
Oh yeah,
comm
you're
check.
right.
300
We should.
bots.
This
What?
is really crucial because we want to make sure
Yeah,
that we're
these
getting
are
the right data
bots.
between the rocket and the ground, as well as
Who are
verifying the
bots?
signal integrity.
All the
Now,
other
coming up, we're
memes,
going to
bots
do
made those.
one last weather check.
Okay,
This is where we get
sure.
real-time data on wind speed, direction,
Oh my
temperature,
God.
Guys, can
humidity,
you
cloud
believe
cover,
wait,
lightning,
wait, can you
even
guys believe that the
thunderstorms.
Lethal
Not
Company Fortnite skin costs more than Lethal
just
Company the
for
game?
the LC36 pad, but we're also checking the weather
What? Wait, how much does the Fortnite skin
where
cost?
the Jacqueline
Come
It
is,
on,
costs
so that she's ready
like
to
a little
receive
over
our
$18.
The
I
day
got 'em
out
to
there
you.
was a little rough. They were rocking and rolling, and we want to
let
give
me
our
join
rocket
again.
the best chance of coming into land and sticking that landing on the Jacqueline. There is the Jacqueline
When you're
ready to
sneakily drinking in
receive
public.
the first stage
Let's see.
of New Glenn, so we can take it back home, refurbish it, put another payload on top, and go again. But again, we should reiterate some of our objectives for today. The primary objective is to go to space, go to orbit safely. That's number
I'm
one.
trying to find it.
And if we happen to land this booster, as we mentioned before, there are going to be a lot of people losing their minds buying it as well.
I'm such a
So,
horrible person.
stay tuned for that. Now, Denise,
Come on, Logan. We're
why
waiting
don't you
on
go
you.
through a little bit more of the flow
to
down
find
there?
one.
So the Blue Ring team is up in.
I'm trying to find a specific one.
They chose an
can't
AI
find it.
video of George Floyd dancing.
Hold on, there's a PSA. There's a PSA where a guy rolls down his window for a cab and just like a bunch of liquid pours out.
Mission control right
Fit
now,
buddy.
also surely tracking their own checklist as they make sure the Pathfinder payload.
What is this?
Okay.
This is mine. An AI video of George Floyd dancing.
I know who I'm voting
Now,
for.
also surely tracking their own
Let's leave
checklist
it and remove
as
the
they make sure the
bots.
Pathfinder payload is ready to go to
Yeah,
launch
let's maybe we remove the
well.
bots.
Correct. Yeah. So upstairs at the MC, we'll have
Yeah,
launch
quit.
control and mission control. So our launch team is the one that's doing all these system checks on New Glenn, while mission control is making sure that they're doing simple.
You can now beat up John Cena with a stop. Why is there still one bot? Why is there still one bot? That one's about me. That one's a
system checks for the Blue Ring Pathfinder.
Wonderful. And let's take a second and dig in a little bit more on that payload. The Pathfinder is a cool piece of technology, and really, it's just the initial demo for a vehicle program called Blue Ring that's quite far along in its own development. And we mentioned this earlier, today's
Oh man, I have a
demo
whole bunch
is
of
a
homework I haven't done.
non-separating payload. This means the payload tonight is going to stay attached to New Glenn's second stage for the entire 6-hour mission. The other thing I want to reiterate about this this Blue Ring
You
Pathfinder.
take fucking forever, Logan.
It's beautiful. I think I've seen a perfect joke.
No,
It was nowhere
I have the
close to
best
what I was
one.
looking for. It's nowhere close
is
to what I was looking
going
for.
to be testing a lot of the same technology,
It's
but it's
the
not
payload
Blue
has.
Ring itself. It's not the same format.
I
What the
would
fuck?
run his band after everyone leaves them.
These
Factor
don't
Okay,
even
I
make
leave
learn a
sense
lot
because
from
the
this
prompts
evening.
are so
Now,
stupid.
what we want to excuse me, I should say,
Winner?
as
Who
we
won? Who
talk
won?
about the Blue Ring Pathfinder, I want to reiterate that it's attached to the second stage, and it will
It's not what I
stay
was
there
looking
as
for,
it
but it's
orbits
complete.
the Earth. And
Oh yeah, a vector.
that also is not normal, but we wanted to do that.
That one's about
today.
that guy who I don't know.
I am Welsh. Yes, Welsh the Great. When I'm at a job interview and an interviewer asks about my weaknesses,
Demo
What
mission.
weakness do
Now,
you
today's
have? What's your
demo mission
weakness?
on the Pathfinder is going to prove out components of our future vehicle, Blue
social
Ring.
anxiety.
And I get really excited. Clearly, I get so nervous. I
Wait,
get
hold on.
excited talking about this. I love this program. It's one that I've had a hand in getting off the ground for the past year.
as part of Blue's in-space systems team. But I want to take you deeper into Blue Ring. Let's check out this system.
Oh, this is perfect. Even though
That
it's
show's a pretty good one too.
not what I was looking
Blue
for.
Ring
Again, it's
allows
beautiful.
you to do many different
It demonstrates
things
his
with one
weakness
vehicle.
perfectly.
Kind of like the Swiss
Okay,
Army knife
okay,
with satellites. It does a lot,
ready.
and it does it
His
really
weakness
well.
being a heroin
Ring
addiction.
is part of building that base layer of infrastructure in space that we have
Mine
heard
is
and talked
better.
about.
This
Man,
one's
the rest of
fine.
these suck.
Hemostatic is that.
Obviously, vote for mine.
Dude, it wasn't what I was looking for.
We can take up to 13 customers up to space, up to 3 metric tons, deploy those satellites.
I'm just
It's
that
got
funny.
all the capabilities that they need to be able to
Yes,
place
there
where
you
they
go.
want, or
Dang,
they
you're on
can
fire.
use a lot of the
Welch,
capability
how does it feel getting
inside of
0
Blue
votes
Ring.
the second time in a
It
row?
can do data storage, data computing, relaying the data.
And it's going to be a mass
Just
asset because it now allows all these
This
payload
one's gonna be
customers to
great.
offload all of their data relay and critical processing needs.
You've got
Oh crap! I
space
don't know what to look
domain
up for this.
awareness. You've got communication
I'm completely lost.
capabilities, and then you've also got this ability to host things on Blue Ring itself.
For customers who need orbit maneuver, we can maneuver them between orbits, within an orbit.
We can have nominally 3,000 meters per second of delta V with this vehicle.
This one's related
and
to
in some
helicopters.
configurations, all the way up to
It
4,000
sure is.
meters per second.
Mine is
And
Okay,
kind
let's
of
see.
good.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's right, Welsh. That doesn't even make sense. You're getting 0 votes, Welsh.
What?
Wow, I can't believe you'd say that to Welsh.
Yeah.
What? I'm getting 0 votes?
it's all the way up to
Wow, I
4,000
can't-
meters
That's
per
right,
second.
buddy.
Can't
Your
believe
meme
you said that to
sucks.
Welsh.
My meme is the best.
Which one did you do?
Which one
I
did you
don't
do?
know. I can't tell you.
Has dual propulsion systems.
probably did the
meaning
anime
I can
girl
use
one.
the chemical
Yeah,
system
you probably
maybe.
did the anime
for
girl.
really fast maneuvers.
Yeah,
I did
Not
I
one
can
of
have
his
electric
Superman.
propulsion for all of the
I did the
station
Superman
keeping,
troll.
low energy maneuvers.
Ah, shit. I voted for you.
A lot of our work is going to be done in
You're getting 0 votes. He won.
This was
Okay, I got the
terrible.
second one. I got the second most.
Oh gosh.
Cry about it. I win. I'll be right back.
Okay, next round.
a lot of our work is going to be done in geostationary orbits for sure. But we've got capabilities to go out to cislunar orbits and interplanetary.
How does
Blue Pathfinder
What
is
the
going to be on our
fuck?
first New Glenn flight, which is really exciting.
What?
This first
What?
mission,
Okay.
it demonstrates our space-to-ground interfaces. So it proves out that we can command our vehicle on orbit, can receive data from the vehicle.
We'll be testing out and demonstrating a lot of the capabilities that will be hosted on the Blue Ring vehicle as a whole.
We're
Oh,
building.
God.
I don't know.
What
This
is
is
that?
really goofy.
What is this prompt I came to?
Why are all the prompts about me? Why do the prompts have to be
I
about
looked
me?
at my laptop.
Because
And
you're
I
the
see
one
you.
nobody likes.
Not just the transportation systems through New Glenn, but also the infrastructure.
I have a pretty good one. I have a pretty good one.
I have
This
a
is really
bad
fun.
one.
This is like
Mine
apples to
isn't good.
apples, but it's with prompts and GIFs. It's really fun. Oh, yours is terrible. Yours is just the worst.
That
Yeah.
will help future
I'm trying to find
generations
one. I'm
take
trying to find the
advantage
thing.
of what
Hurry up, little
space
bro.
has
Nope,
to offer.
not that.
Blue Ring is going to
Yeah, there.
multiply
Enough.
what we
Good
can
enough.
do in
It's good enough. Nowhere near what I was looking for.
Logan, how do I pull
Still,
Huzz?
I swear to God. Hold on.
Okay,
space
here we go.
and create the infrastructure
Just
like
It's
nothing.
great when they poop so clean they don't even have to wipe. How ridiculous is
Listen, I swear these results are filtered.
When you
Like,
look at
can't
that-
find the one GIF I'm looking for.
Yeah. You guys' gifts, all of ours suck. I'm voting for the cat one. Resist the influence.
I don't know.
Resist
I am
the
pretty excited, if you
influence.
can't tell, to be able to say that the team
Resist
I
the
work with in my
influence.
day job, Blue Ring, is the
Resist,
team behind the
resist
first
the
payload
Fed.
ever on New Glenn.
I think the
It is
one's pretty
so
good.
cool. Thinking about the way a vehicle like Blue Ring will
Dude,
open
did
up
we
access
all
to
win?
space. I mean,
Did
that's
we
really what it's
all
all
win?
about. That key aspect of
Oh, I think
space
so. Yeah.
mission is that demo
Yeah,
of space
because we all
Yeah, we
voted
all
for each
voted for
other.
each other.
capabilities for Blue Ring.
You got
Resist the influence.
It's the germ sus gif.
What is
Dude, I
this?
can't find the one GIF I'm looking for.
the Blue Ring Pathfinder will be testing its ability to send commands
Why?
to the
What? Wait.
spacecraft,
Why
receive
are all the ones
telemetry,
about me?
and
No, we're
edge
doing the ones
processing
This game
software
loves
that
you.
will demonstrate local autonomy and machine
Oh
learning
man.
that will be part of the storage and compute mission kit that's going to be flying on
Okay.
all future Blue Ring vehicles.
No, I should have saved that GIF for this
Basically,
one.
My gift is better, little bro. New Glenn launch in I don't know how many minutes because
Guys, I refuse to answer this
that's going
prompt.
to be
I
flying on
refuse to answer
all
this
future
prompt.
Blue
That's
Ring
why
vehicles.
mine's the best.
Laura McGinnis. Laura is the Vice President of Mission
I'm
Management.
going to show my defiance.
Now, before Blue, Laura spent time in a similar role with United Launch Alliance.
All right,
Quite the
that would
career at the Air
make
Force.
sense.
And
This
I had
one,
the
I
pleasure of
know
chatting
who
with
it was,
her
and it's
just
gone. I hate it.
for a few
No.
No. I refuse to answer this prompt.
Greetings,
a little bit earlier
Huz.
to hear what
Don't
yeah,
hope
customers
for
do
that
you
one.
know what the
to expect
I did
from
that
a
one
vehicle
though,
like
bro.
New Glenn. Let's listen to that chat.
Laura, thank you for taking the time, especially on
That's
such
just
an
my.
important
It just
day, to
demonstrates my
give us a
refusal
tour
to
of the
answer the
factory. This
prompt.
is kind of like your
Yes.
second home, I
No.
imagine, for the last couple of weeks.
I have
Absolutely, Ariana.
Huz.
We're so
I get no
excited
Huz, little bro. Did you know that?
Oh my god, we all won again.
Oh boy.
about this factory, and super excited
What
to show
are
you all a little bit
these?
about it.
Well, so talk to me a little bit about what we
No.
got going on here. We've got multiple
I just
rockets coming down
complete
the line.
refusal to
Yeah,
answer
all
the
kinds of
prompt.
things going on. So the basic layout is that the raw materials comes in from the
Okay.
south side of the
What?
building.
I
Down
wish
here
there was
at
a
the end
button
of
to
the
like
transit route
recycle the
mill.
prompts that we could just do a
We
different one.
weld the tanks together down there. Then we bring the
Uh,
completed modules here
I don't know
for
what the hell it
assembly.
is.
Over here we have our
Dia de los
GS1
Muertos is like a Mexican
module.
holiday where they honor their ancestors. They like honor the dead. They make like a shrine to them and like have
Oh,
candles.
okay.
And stuff.
I hope you guys don't mind a repeat.
Okay.
No, it's similar.
My
It's slightly
ancestors are
different.
Landing
disappointed
legs,
in me.
7 BE4 engines installed. We do all of that work. We
My
continue
ancestors
to
are
assemble the
disappointed
stages
in
down
me.
here. We build fairings behind the
Did
wall
they
over
did
here.
they
Our
delay it
7-meter
again?
fairing, which our
I
customers
think they
love. And
delayed it
eventually
again.
we roll out
They delayed it
the
another
Glenn
15
Stage
minutes, I
1,
think.
Glenn Stage 2, and
It
the
was at
fairings
19
out of
minutes,
the
and
north end
now
of the
it's at
building.
33.
Those are all transported
You're
8
joking.
miles over to Cape
Yes, we
Canaveral
love the
Transport
repeat gift.
Station.
I give
And
this one chef kiss
are
emoji.
assembled in our integration facility over there
Chef
prior to
Kish
launch.
And that's
emojis.
also, of
They
I'm
can
course,
see
excited to
something.
see
where we
where this
integrate
goes.
the payload as well. Let's
Lord.
talk
Let's
about
see what that.
customers a
Let's see
little
what the
bit.
text
What
is about.
have the various
Yeah, they
customers
just
been
delayed
saying
the
about what
DMZ.
they're excited about? We're
That's
My
not.
ancestors will be doing the Club Penguin dance on Dia de los Muertos.
working
Yeah,
with our
I know
national
my
security
ancestors as well.
customer
That's
right
exactly what
now
they'll be doing.
on
Oh,
certifying
hey
New Glenn
Logan,
because
did I
they
ever
really
tell you
need
I'm
an
live
additional
streaming right now? Our very conversation is up on the internet currently.
Yes.
launch system.
Yes.
We're also working with our NASA customers. They've got a lot of interest in the size
On
of our
YouTube
payload
or
fairing,
Twitch?
both for rideshare kinds of things
YouTube.
as well as
YouTube.
large telescopes and large instruments.
For something. Oh no, I need to go to sleep soon. I need like at least 12 hours of sleep. I got like 4 earlier.
Oh dang.
customers
know,
are
it's-
thrilled about our
You
capability
know, it's
of
just bored.
bringing
I need more
many
sleep.
small spacecraft to
Yo,
LEO.
can you
And
vote
we've
for
already
one?
been doing some
Yeah, yeah.
integrations
Stacey,
with
do you
some
already
really
have
amazing
time?
customers.
I
How has
don't. I
that
low key
process
want to
been
play
going with our
something else.
customers?
All of this
We
is
know
so
our
boring.
customers make us
We
better.
should watch
So
a
these
YouTube
customers,
video.
many of them have been launching
Guys,
different missions,
I got an
different
idea on what we could do.
systems for years and years, and working with them to understand their needs,
Gambling.
understand how we can adapt our system
I love
to best
gambling.
meet their needs.
So
Dude, my crippling gambling addiction strikes again.
Um,
How do I exit out of this? Oh, oh no. How do I exit out of
Wait, my chip reserve and showdown mode transfers between servers?
You guys should just watch my
Poker
shared screen and watch the YouTube
No,
video.
gambling addiction.
I don't give a fuck about. We're actually gonna gamble. Oh shit, I want to gamble too.
Now he gets it.
I want to fucking.
Now
gamble.
he understands the appeal.
I don't want to fucking gamble. How do you play poker? I don't know how to play.
You gotta
poker.
join the table. You guys gotta join the table.
Okay, I will. Just give me a second.
How do you play
Also,
poker?
in the top right, there's a little help menu.
Okay. Let's gamble.
Basically, you try to get the thing that's highest on the list. And you're given 2 cards, and then 5 cards are put. Well, 3 cards are put on the table, and you could like bet, raise. It's Texas Hold'em. You know Texas
Okay.
Hold'em?
No,
I know about it, but I don't know how to play it.
Okay, well I have a crippling gaming addiction, so I know how to play Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
Yeah, you should call. You should call. You have to press a button.
I'm hitting call.
He folded.
I don't know what to do.
He folded. Well, you had to press one of the buttons at the bottom of your screen there, buddy.
Check.
Oh, I
Wait.
didn't put anything in.
What? Check. I'm not sure. Raise or fold? I'm gonna fold.
I win.
Wait,
How the fuck
shoot.
do you
I guess
even play?
I made the wrong decision.
Why
You
are
made
we
when you
gambling on
fold,
Discord
you
right
you
now?
just like forfeit, so you don't have to pay the bet.
Okay.
Whenever someone bets, you have to pay that same amount, or you can raise them.
All right. I'm gonna call.
I'm going all in. I'm going all in, little
Brother
brother.
is confident.
There's a song about gambling called "The Gambler."
I'm going all
Yeah, I
in.
listened to that while I was playing Bejeweled 3 one time. Bejeweled
Oh,
3's
yeah,
poker
okay.
mode, that is.
That's the you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when
I'm
to run.
going
Right?
all in.
Yeah,
Who sings that?
I don't know.
The Gambler song.
Well, fuck you. Fuck you. Dude, this would have been a good hand if there was just one more heart on the table. I would have. Wait, would I have? I forget now. Yeah, no, I would have won.
Legit, I got all
Oh.
your money because I went all in.
No,
Yeah,
shut up, Pato.
Call. Sure.
I don't know
All
what.
in.
I don't know how to play, so I'm just blind right now. It's fun because it's gambling, even though I don't know how to play. I love gambling.
Oh, damn,
I'm
he folded.
folding. I have horrible cards.
Oh, no. Oh, hey, it's a win. Pissed.
What?
Ace high.
Sorry.
I had ace high. We had the same hand, but I had ace high.
Okay.
I've been getting like good hands, but they're not like good hands when the cards come out.
I have terrible hands, dude.
Call any. Just call any.
Uh,
wait.
basically, you'll call any bet.
Okay.
Don't press anything until it's your turn.
I just bet 500. I'm fucked.
Jeez, the pot is huge.
You know what? I'm sorry.
I'm
My
fucked.
sincerest apologies.
I just lost 500 bucks on gambling.
You know what?
You know, you gotta press the buttons to gamble.
I don't see any button to press. I keep pressing my cards and it doesn't do anything.
Bottom of your screen. At the bottom of your screen, not your cards. Like the very bottom.
Oh, I don't
There
know.
you
What
go.
does check mean?
Now he gets it.
What do all these buttons mean?
Check means you just don't do. Check means you don't do anything.
Oh.
Well, fuck.
I'm gonna bet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I really am just pressing buttons here.
All means you pay the bet. You're gonna fold if you don't do anything. There you go, buddy.
All right,
Side
boys.
pot.
That's because I didn't have enough money to do your guys' calls. Oh crap! No, I lose. I'm broke.
Shit.
I've lost all of my money. I've lost. It's all gone. Just like in real life, I've lost all of my money again.
Oh.
Hey,
How
guess
do
who's
you suck
back
that
with
bad
more
at
money?
gambling, buddy?
Hey. Look at that.
Would you look at that? It's like gambling without all the consequences.
I'm going all in.
Yeah, I'll call. Kidding.
I'm gonna fold.
Yeah.
Know when to walk away, know when to run.
Welsh G. Okay. Why is that your name?
That's my name. That's my name, Welsh G. Yeah. And my profile picture is just a G with the Wales flag. So, yep.
What does call any
I'm
mean?
Welsh.
Also, what does check
You'll
mean?
call any
But
bet.
what does fold mean? I know what fold means. Fold means no. But what is...
Wait a minute. Why did I do that?
Why did you
Going all
do
in.
that?
Well, I don't know, maybe. Jeez.
Damn, you had a
Oh,
straight.
hey. There
Yeah,
we go.
I was gonna say that is pretty close. Though I was gonna say that is pretty close to a straight. Oh, you guys
literally
both
had an
had
ace.
straights.
I literally went to show my cards. I had an ace. I went all in and had an ace. What the fuck, Welsh? You literally stole my fucking money.
Well, an ace. It's not always high card, man.
Isn't an ace always the highest card?
You don't understand. It's not. Okay. Yeah, I'll call. I have $50 left. Look at the help menu, buddy. When the best card you have is an ace, that's a high card, and it's the lowest rated thing on the thingamabob.
The help menu is boring. I don't want to read all that. I don't think YouTube
We ban this guy for not knowing how to
particularly
fix his
likes
fault.
me gambling.
YouTube knows it's fake money.
Yeah, when it's fake money, it's yeah.
This is boring because I'm not in the game.
You press join table and you'll join the table.
No, I have to spectate you.
No, you don't. Win $50.
Ooh. Dang. We're launching at 2 a.m. on the East Coast,
Launching at 1
right?
for us. About 22 minutes left to lift off.
Oh gosh. Hopefully they don't delay it
Good
again.
job. Good job literally not doing anything. Ladies man 217.
Formerly Goofy Space Nerd 3.
Yes, formerly. Wow,
Um,
wow. I can't believe this guy.
I'm going all in because why not
Immediately
legit?
All in? Whoa.
Gosh, shit.
I like this. I like this. I like this.
Oh shit.
Let me raise you on
Uh-oh.
that. Let me raise you. Right here.
I'm fucked.
Hey, I mean,
Killing myself.
I love having 0 spankaroos.
She's been taking all of our money because you immediately go all in. And I have an actually good hand, so I follow. And my good hand never comes to fruition. For some reason. I don't understand. You guys are playing like the most random hands and it's working out and I don't know why. I don't get it.
Guys, I don't like gambling. Can we play something else?
Maybe if you were better at it.
Fuck you. Maybe I'll just tell everyone that you're homosexual, little bro.
You just did. Huge. You're streaming.
Nobody knows who I am anyways. Nobody's gonna give a shit.
Let me raise you on that.
I might just have to go. I don't know if I want to go all in. Nah, I'm going all in.
no. Oh wait, why did it crash?
Guys. I am in crippling debt. If I do not win this
I'm in crippling debt too. I have $0.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win that. Yeah, I'm not gonna win that. Fold. I'm folding.
I just hit.
I win. No, I don't.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Most gamblers always quit until they get the big win. Let's fucking go.
Get this guy. Send an orbital strike to this man's house.
They had a cool view on the rocket launch live stream just a minute ago of the engines. They had like this night
I
camera
see.
view.
That's
It's really
cool. I hope they have engine cam when the BE4's light.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
I'm sorry, I don't speak nerd. I don't get
Rockets. Rocket fire, launch, go boom. I don't know. Actually, hopefully it doesn't go boom. Hopefully it doesn't go boom. Hopefully it goes up and it is successful, but we'll see.
So wait, from what I understand, Ooga Booga rock could go up.
Yes. Yes. Rocket go into space, reach stars, make humanity happy.
Ooga Booga land on moon.
You lost me. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's more my speed. It's more.
I'm so glad I folded. I would not be able to do that ace.
I won the side pot. What's the whole side pot thing? How does that work?
I don't know.
Guys, I think I'm leaving to go to sleep.
Okay.
Little bitch. We're officially 17
What was
minutes.
that?
Oh, nothing. I said good night. Good night, Pookie.
You don't have permission to call me that.
I guess me and Welsh are gonna gamble
Now
together.
kill yourself.
One more round of
Wait a
gambling.
second.
And then...
Guys, I think I could get him banned from YouTube.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. If we're live streaming on YouTube, we just say a bunch of racial slurs and then...
Please don't.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Quickly, list every racial slur you know.
I'll close my tab right now. Please don't
Or just
say
play
any
copyrighted
racial
music.
slurs.
That's the safer. Play copyrighted music.
Wait, hold on. No, all the music on my soundboard is royalty free. Other than this one. That's the Lethal Company boombox music.
Oh, nice. Wait, soundboard? Are you like a musician or something?
No, it just plays sounds whenever I want it to.
I'm going all in.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna fold, whatever.
Express how much I hate fans.
Pussy.
TF2. What else? TF2 soldier or whatever.
Yes, that was. Words cannot express how much I hate France.
Nice.
Oh, France.
Goodbye.
Oh, God. Don't ever say France again. France. Ugh.
Here we go.
I'm going all in.
Wait, do I raise or wait? What is raising? Oh no, I don't want to
Is
raise.
raising your bet.
Minimum is 5,012. Minimum is all of my money. Wait. Call. Wait, what?
Oh, I just fucking did it.
There you go.
What? I literally have a higher cards.
I think it's the combination of cards. I think it's because I had like a 5 and a 7, and there was like Clover.
An ace
diamond,
and a queen is
I don't
like. No, I mean like a J and a queen is like.
Yeah.
Let's play something else. Gambling's low key boring.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Mr. Dog profile picture left.
Yeah.
I do not know how to.
There's something. All this stuff is boring. Let's watch together, low bro.
How can I go? Okay, Discord is giving me a really, really hard time. I'm stuck in landscape mode for some reason.
It's very odd.
Be working through all of the as we go through this whole process, not least, we have Megan Lewis. Now, Megan is one of our 2 primary launch controllers, which means that she has control authority over a lot of these major systems on New Glenn.
What should I do while sharing my
Megan
screen,
is from
Welsh?
Utah, and in a very sweet story, Megan is actually wearing
Sharing
a
what? You're
bracelet
sharing your
today
screen?
that her grandfather gave her grandmother with charms for every.
It's just loading. It's just loading for me.
So a really incredible legacy of spaceflight in that family, and they're bringing it to the Blue family. So we're really proud of them today. Megan Lewis
Okay,
and
watch
team,
stream. Here we go.
led by Ben Dykstra, are getting it done.
Where should I go?
I love it. Just some wonderful stories, and each one of them has their, their ritual. I'm glad that it seems like their alarm system has worked because yes, they are all on console and ready to rock and roll today. That's a good thing. So, hey,
Let's just watch
Maggie,
this.
stay plugged in up there for us, and we will keep checking back in
Yeah,
with you. All right, everybody.
Oh, your stream is like
go
15 seconds
until
ahead of
launch.
mine.
Why don't we take a moment here
And then you
and
share
turn
your
it over to the
screen.
pad and check in on New Glenn as it gets ready for its first launch to space
I
today.
have it on my computer. Okay, I have the live stream on my computer.
Oh, then never mind. I'm just gonna watch. Shit. Hold on. What
Oh,
the
they're synced
hell?
now. They're synced now. Don't worry.
Okay. We have 11 minutes, so we might as well just chill here.
Yeah. My peanut butter pretzels and
Stop! I'm fucking
launch day
hungry and I don't get
snacks.
to eat anything. Wait, what happens to the tower? Does it just stay there? I think it's gonna get scorched.
I think it leans back.
Oh, that thing's huge. That's a huge TE.
Yeah.
Little. T-minus 10 minutes and 16 seconds.
you're doing the angry lady in the car voice.
T-minus 10 minutes and counting. 9 minutes and 54 seconds. I guess I'm just gonna chill on my phone and talk while we wait.
Yeah. I still have math homework I need to do.
Oh shit, me too. Wait, no, never mind. I completed that. I still have biology homework to do.
Oh,
Biology is my
what math
last
are you doing?
class of the day, so I'll have time to do all of that.
I think they're resetting the clock right now.
Oh no.
29 minutes. What the fuck? Okay, another half hour. Another half hour. I'm just gonna do my math homework. I don't care. I'm not gonna keep waiting. This thing was supposed to launch. This thing was supposed to launch an hour ago. Ever.
So are you still gonna stay up for this? I don't know. I'm gonna stay up, but
Yes.
yeah, I'm just gonna stay up.
I'm a
30
diehard
more
Rocket fan.
minutes.
I'll stay up unless they like change it to a different day. Then of course I'm gonna be bad.
Yeah. I can function on 3 hours of sleep.
Sure, keep telling yourself. So yeah, what math are you doing? What like pre-calculus or calculus?
Algebra.
Okay, cool.
You know, realistically, I'm just gonna join on my phone and have this up. And I'm just gonna lay in my bed because I'm tired of sitting in this uncomfortable ass chair. It's arguably more comfortable standing than sitting in that chair. I'm just gonna share my screen on my phone. You should choose something for me to go through DMs.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We're at T-minus 27 minutes and 5 seconds to go until launch. You may have noticed that we've added some more time to the clock. As we mentioned before, this is just our teams getting aligned, making sure that each of the separate sub-teams have all gone through all of their checklists, make sure that everything is in the green, making sure that the weather here at the Cape and downrange, everything is within bounds. So again, if we need to add a couple more minutes, that is quite all right with us. But while we've got a little bit more time, I would like to check in with my colleague, Eddie Seifert, out there at Cars Park, where he's joined by Team Blue Origin, here our team that's based here in Florida. What you got going on down there, Eddie?
Yeah, hey Ariane, welcome back to the best seat in the house here at Cars Park. I'm with the Smith family. We're working at Blue Origin, and working on rockets is a family affair. I'm with father Mike Smith, son Corbin Smith, and granddaughter Elizabeth. Elizabeth, tell me, you've sent a postcard to space, is that right?
Yes.
And tell me, what was on your postcard?
There was rockets and planets.
Rockets and planets on the postcard. Now, Corbin, how did you get your start at Blue Origin?
So I first started up in Huntsville, where I worked with an amazing team on the engine crew, building BE4 and BE3U. Now I'm here down at Rocket Park, building the thrust structures for GS2.
Excellent. Must be special to be working on that GS2 rocket out there. And Mike, how about you? How did you get your start at Blue?
Well, it was my son that actually encouraged me to apply, and we got hired around the same time. And it's been awesome being able to work with him on different projects. We get to talk about work at home and do different things. We bleed blue at home.
Excellent, excellent. And Elizabeth, tell me, what are you most looking forward to today's launch?
For the rocket to go up in space.
Well, I think we're going to end on that note, Ariane. We're looking forward for that rocket to go to space. Let's send New Glenn to space. Let's light this candle.
I love it. It is a family affair, and I love seeing the different generations there, father-son pair working at Blue. I look forward to seeing that little firecracker, that little girl joining us in a couple of years here in the future. It just speaks to, it takes years to build these rockets, and that's what we're here to do at Blue. We're here to build these rockets that are laying the foundation for building the road to space, right? And so that children like her can pick up the torch and build on top of that. We're setting forth so that they can build infrastructure in space and really all for the benefit of Earth. Well, with that, thanks Eddie for checking in with us. We're at T-minus 24 minutes and 10 seconds to go until launch. Let's check out New Glenn on the pad as it gets ready for launch this evening.
I understand the prompts or the story is just AI generated.
It's just depressing, honestly.
It's like 95% of the people though. It doesn't matter. There's no,
That's a plane, by the way. And also, Daily Mail fucking sucks. Yeah, and I personally believe it's fucking stupid and it's not happening, and even if it is happening, it's a good thing. It's one more government, yay. Yeah. Look at this edit audio, bro. What do you think, legit? Of the audio, listen. Yes. Who else? You want me to go through me and my father's DMs from the start? No, I switched to our phone mode soon. Who knows, don't worry, dude. And this is where I found him original. This is where I got him. Yeah. But this is when I kept trolling a fucking pedophile. That's so funny. God damn it, stupid text now. Text now ads. I fucking hate text now, to be honest. I do, but for a second number. Oh shit, I don't have those old messages anymore. I'm just gonna go through the top, and you're just gonna see what you see. I guess, yeah. This is cat. This is cat.
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We're at T-minus 19 minutes and 55 seconds to go until launch. New Glenn looking good there on the pad. We saw some beautiful views.
Reset, but
as Denise has talked about, all the propellants are nice and chilled down. You saw the big, beautiful Blue Origin word mark and feather on that rocket. She is looking beautiful. But we do have a little bit more time here. Why don't we take a moment to talk about the BE-4 engines. We're looking at the vehicle right now. At the base of the vehicle, oh, that's a pretty shot right there. You see the 7 nozzles of the 7 BE-4 engines. You want to tell us a little bit more, Denise? Yeah, so New Glenn is powered by 7 BE-4 engines. Now, these are the nation's first reusable, oxidizer-rich stage combustion booster engines. They use liquid oxygen and liquefied natural gas, or LNG, which is essentially a commercial form of methane. Yeah, and we selected LNG because it's cleaner burning and more efficient than kerosene, or also known as RP1, rocket propellant 1. That's what a lot of rockets use. It's also low cost and widely available, which is really important when you're doing lots of launches, which is our intention for this New Glenn program. I should also note that we have done a ton of testing on the BE-4 engine, and we also want to keep those costs down as well. All of it adds up, right? And one of the coolest aspects, though, about LNG is that it can self-pressurize its tank through a process known as autogenous repressurization, right? So this eliminates the need for costly and complex systems that use helium, which is pretty rare. So normally you got helium and other gases in there to push the pressures properly through the engines to get them ready to go. But with LNG, it basically does it on its own. That's what that means.
It's so fascinating. And, you know, in terms of power, each BE-4 engine generates an impressive 550,000 pounds of thrust. So when you combine all 7 engines, New Glenn produces about 3.85 million pounds of thrust at launch. And just to put that into perspective, that's roughly half the thrust of a Saturn V rocket, which took humans to the moon. Imagine that power of 200 Boeing 737 airplane engines all firing at once. That's what we're looking at here.
And that is a ton of power. You see that these images here, this video, this is from our test facility down in West Texas. And man, oh man, I have been down there actually for one of these tests. And our facility down in West Texas is in this valley, and it just reverberates. You feel like you're in the inside of a drum. It just shakes the entire valley.
And I mean, it's just incredible. And we're putting 7 of those at the base of this vehicle. The other thing you should see in that video there is that it burns this really cool blue color. So that's another. I'm not saying that's why we chose this propellant, but it's a nice little bonus to it.
It sure is.
So a lot of power coming out of these engines, but then also a lot of interesting technology that's gone into the turbo pumps too. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
They sure are. So the turbo pumps, which pump fuel and oxygen, are also incredibly powerful. Together, they produce the equivalent amount of horsepower needed to power 2 Nimitz-class aircraft carriers at full speed. Yet each turbo pump is small enough to fit in the back seat of your car.
Think about that. I mean, the comparison is crazy, but just think about that efficiency that goes into that turbo machinery. Then you also see here, obviously, the comparison between our BE4 engine. So there are 7 of those on the base of the vehicle, and our BE3U, BE3 upper stage engines, or 2 of those on the second stage. I want to talk a little bit more here. You see the comparison of the BE4 to the BE3U. You also have a comparison of the power of it as well. You know, both of these engines are highly sophisticated and have unique functionality built for New Glenn itself. So for BE4, as we noted, we've got 7 of these engines in total at the booster. We saw a cool image of that a second ago. The 3 middle engines are gimbaling engines that can pivot to help steer the rocket. So that will be working, of course, in conjunction with the fins at the top of the booster. Now, those 3 middle engines are going to relight to help with deceleration and landing burns, and the other 4 engines are fixed. And this is the combination that gives us both the power that we need, but also the flexibility we need for different stages of flight.
And you know, the BE4 engines are produced at our manufacturing facility in Huntsville, Alabama, and they're tested rigorously at our facilities both in West Texas and Huntsville to ensure they meet the high standards.
Yeah, and you should note there are 7 of these on New Glenn, but our friends at ULA with their Vulcan rocket, they use 2 of these engines. And those have already flown successfully to space. So we are very proud of that these engines have already flown to space, and can't wait to see them power this New Glenn rocket as well. They are going to be rattling this building very, very shortly. Well, with that, at T-minus 35 minutes to go until launch, let's toss it back to the rocket and check out New Glenn as this vehicle gets ready for its launch to space this evening.
If they delay it again, I don't know. You should just watch this entire series with me, okay? Are you watching, little bro?
I want to listen to what they're saying. There's a reason for the delay.
They're not even saying anything. They're just showing camera views of the rocket. What the fuck? I don't know, just look. Look right now, little bro.
Okay.
Are you watching? How do you watch?
You have my undivided attention.
This is so goofy. Are you just yeah?
What's the first thing on your list? We have a strict thing. Alright, you go do that, Burgess. Social norms which break the earth. Inside of your club reps in public at all times. No exceptions. What if Burgess needs to swear? Burgess needs to learn in private, okay? Number 2, repeat hello and do not initiate physical contact unless they do first. No grabbing or licking me. I heard there's this thing called a nap. Yeah. If I love to play game. What? No. Okay. Now let's do a quick quiz for that document that I sent you earlier.
Are you still watching, little bro?
Yes. I don't think I would refer to as killing humanity when Xylar seems pretty chill.
Yeah. Fergus is like the lore gets crazy. Just wait.
How many of those are these?
I think there's like 15.
Okay, gotta make sure the film's just like it's the Burgess Cinematic Universe.
Yep.
Healthy and any diseases. Doctors of any Dr. Zibbleborn?
So you can only assume what Gleepus means. What?
Alien at middle school humor.
It probably means wiener.
I might take a short nap once in a while. I'm really tired.
No, because you won't wake up after. Like, you'll miss the lunch.
Hey, how do you not like 5 a.m. to watch the Polaris Dawn launch?
Wait, there's a Polaris Dawn launch this morning. What the fuck?
No, that last September.
Oh.
Yeah, that Polaris Dawn, yeah. See, it's about a week. So what happens if they don't get their spectrobial vaccines? So basically, they can bring a virus that can actually spread your entire planet in about 12 hours and eat
You gotta keep watching this though.
to get their vaccines, right? Well, actually, there is an alternative, and that would be civil guards P-Plex mortality.
Alright. So you better keep watching.
Oh man, I'm gonna pass out.
Why?
I'll spend more for 25 minutes, I guess.
Make sure it's loud as hell though. Call me in DMs.
We have to lock in. Is everyone good on plastic?
Dry outside the package. This is empty. Doors are
Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We are at T-minus 25 minutes and 40 seconds to go until launch. You may have seen we've been adding some time to the clock. This is to allow our teams to go through their checklists. Keep in mind there are multiple sub-teams that are up there in launch and mission control. We want to make sure that everything is ready to go, and if some of those items on the checklist take a little bit of extra time, we're going to do so, especially since it is NG1. We want to make sure that everybody is prepared and everything is aligned. We should also mention, again, we have to keep our eyes on the weather, both here and downrange. So with that, let's continue to check out New Glenn on the pad as this rocket and our teams get ready for NG1. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We're at T-minus 23 minutes and 45 seconds to go till launch. With all this action going on upstairs at Launch and Mission Control, why don't we check in with our friend Maggie. Maggie, you got me?
Loud and clear, Ariane.
Right on. What are you? What's going on up there? What are you hearing about the status of our teams?
Yep, things are busy. The team is continuing to work through a few anomalies before we can proceed into terminal count. So we've got the engineers looking at all that data. We've got the controllers working through workarounds. So something that I think people don't always think about is that we have an enormous amount of what we're doing here in pre-launch procedures that's, scripted, we can plan it. But when off-nominal things are happening, we've got a team of controllers who can manually operate these systems. So the team that we talked about in our last bit, they are actually going through and able to turn things on and off, put different pressure through different valves. They are working through everything they can to make sure that we have a chance to launch today.
Fantastic. Yes, it's, we run through, when you talk about all the preparation for a launch, of course, we talk about, testing the rocket itself, but we also go through a lot of these simulations in terms of the operations with our team. And you test as much as you can, you go through as many rehearsals as possible, but sometimes day of, you gotta put that's why we got the really smart people in there so that they can work through whatever it is they're finding that might be a little bit off, and that's what our team is doing up there. Maggie, what else? Sorry, go ahead.
No, the team here has gotten some good practice. I think we all saw the hot fire that we recently successfully made it through. So that is, almost everything up until launch. Before that, we had a successful second stage hot fire. Those are those BE3U engines. And before that, we were doing tanking tests, mass simulators. We've done component testing, system testing. And a lot of the engineers that are working in this room are actually responsible engineers on the floor. So they've gotten their hands on this hardware. They know their systems.
Excellent. Very good point. I think that I've always appreciated what we do here at Blue Origin. We tend to rotate our engineers. A lot of them, as you said, get to go down to the floor, see their hardware maybe that they've designed, talk to the men and women that are fabricating, but then also assembling the vehicle. They are very, very in tune, in touch with this vehicle. So if there are things for them to work, especially in these last minutes, we've got the right team to do it. Maggie, I want to thank you again for bringing us all the details. We've got a couple of minutes to go here. We got 20 minutes and 47 seconds to go until launch. Why don't we take a look at New Glenn as this rocket gets ready to go to space. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. We are T-minus 19 minutes to go until launch here, and while our teams are continuing to get aligned, why don't we take a moment to chat a little bit about this amazing building we are in, the factory at Rocket Park here in Florida. This is where it all comes together, where we bend the metal on New Glenn. I literally see people down there bending metal, pulling, putting the components together, testing, cleaning, but also not only do we talk about, just all the intricate pieces and parts here, but to build a rocket like this, the sheer scale of the facility here, this this factory, but also the other buildings around here are just mind-blowing.
It really is quite impressive. So Rocket Park is essentially where we bring our rocket dreams to life. We're talking about state-of-the-art manufacturing and assembly areas designed to produce rockets efficiently and, of course, sustainably. This is where the stages of New Glenn come together.
Yeah, exactly. And the folks here at Rocket Park are not just building rockets, they're really shaping the future of space travel. You know, I should say, you know, I've had the good fortune of being here for 10 years now, and I have seen this facility, the whole park, in addition to Launch Complex 36, come together, and it is just amazing. Like, really from the bottom up, and the ability to build the next generation rocket in the next generation rocket factory. Like, our team is given what they need to make just an incredible vehicle. Why don't we take a deeper look at the home of New Glenn, Rocket Park?
Welcome to Blue Origin's Rocket Park in Florida, the home of New Glenn. This is where our orbital rocket is designed, built, integrated, launched, refurbished, and reflown, all within a 9-mile radius along Florida's Space Coast. Rocket Park is an active operations site for many Blue Origin activities, including manufacturing, integration and testing for New Glenn, and production of our Blue Moon lunar landers and future programs. Florida's Space Coast is 72 miles long and steeped in more than 6 decades of human spaceflight history. We stand on the shoulders of giants. New Glenn will help us build a road to space for the benefit of Earth. It's the foundation of everything we will accomplish. It will deliver cargo and crew to anywhere, including the moon, and help us establish a permanent lunar presence. It will enable us to harness the resources of space and launch all kinds of infrastructure to make space accessible, usable, and affordable for humans. The factory on Merrow Island is the centerpiece of Rocket Park. It's here where New Glenn is built and tested. The high bay is where New Glenn becomes real. Raw material enters at one end, and completed rocket stages roll out the other side. From there, New Glenn heads to the surface coatings facility for its thermal protection, paint, and artwork. It then heads to tank cleaning and test, or TCAT, for pressure testing and cleaning. The factory is also home to New Glenn's Mission Control. On launch days, Mission Control comes alive as the rocket rolls out from its hangar down the road and goes vertical at Launch Complex 36. This historic launch site was rebuilt from the ground up just for New Glenn. Protected by 2 lightning towers, almost double the height of the Statue of Liberty, New Glenn prepares for liftoff at mile marker 0. This is where the road to space begins.
What a beautiful area Rocket Park is in. There's just so much history here on the Space Coast, and we are eager to write our own chapter with New Glenn.
Absolutely. There really is just so much history, and there's something to be said about the testing and integration and design teams all working so closely together. I know that working on the programs myself, being able to talk to the designers and the people who are making the hardware is just so valuable to increase communication and efficiency, and our campus really allows for that.
100%. The physical proximity is really, really important. And it's not known, actually, but historically rockets have launched out of the Cape, but they haven't been built here. And so to be able to build our rocket here, do the integration here of the rocket, but then also obviously the payload with the rocket. And then when we get GS1, we get the booster back, we'll be doing all of the refurbishment here. That is so important, that co-location, to have that all come together. And, you know, I love that video because you see all the action. As I mentioned, it's so funny. I was looking through photos earlier today, and I've got photos in the flame trench when they were just putting it up. They were pouring concrete. I remember being in this facility when there weren't doors on. It was just, dirt on the ground. I remember no joke, we had a poll when they were clearing the land for this rocket park as to how many turtles we would find, because we have to relocate all of the turtles because there's incredible wildlife in this area. So of course we wanted to make sure that we protect those animals and the wildlife. And so we had a poll as to how many turtles we were going to find. God, I wish I could remember.
I was going to say, do you
remember?
I
know. I didn't win it, clearly. But, there's just so much work that went into building this facility from the ground up. And to be here today is just, it feels surreal in many ways. And, that I was just talking a little bit about the factory itself, but the launch complex, LC-36, as you touched on earlier this evening, has been around for a long time, has been where many historic rockets and missions have launched from, and we basically stripped it down to the ground and rebuilt it for this world-class rocket for decades to come. We invested in this facility knowing that we're going to be here a while. With that said, we also here at Blue Origin like to pay homage to the giants who have the shoulders upon which we stand, right? Like the vehicle, of course, is named New Glenn. But also what's really cool is, and you can't quite see it here in the dark, but we kept what's called the blockhouse. So a lot of the previous, during a lot of the previous launches, there would actually be a crew in the blockhouse, which is not very far from that launch pad, when they launched a rocket. This thing is like a concrete fort, basically. It's not very big, and it's got, on the inside, it's got these massive, heavy doors that close to protect the teams. To be very clear, we're not using that blockhouse tonight. We don't use it in our operations, but it is something that we have kept on site because of the history that is in that facility. I hope that one day I'll be able to go back in there. I did get a chance to peek my head in a couple of years ago. It feels almost like, what's the right way of putting it? It feels like a step into the past.
Yeah.
The old computers and the ashtrays. They're literally cigarettes that are still there from back in the day. We don't allow that in our launch control rooms. But again, clearly a throwback to the past. But just this facility, it feels really good to be here. It feels like we're set up for success as much as possible, which is really, really great. Okay, we are at T-minus now 36 minutes and 40 seconds to go until launch. Again, our team has added more time to the clock. They are working through their checklist. There's clearly some things that they want to spend a little bit more time on, and that is okay. I will reiterate. We have spent years designing this rocket. We have spent months and months designing this mission, building this particular vehicle as well. The design and test that's gone into the engines that are powering this rocket. If we need a couple more minutes, especially on this first launch, that is okay with us. We want to give our team the right time and the space that they need to work on whatever they got going on up there. I also want to keep in mind, my understanding is that the weather continues to stay inbounds here at the Cape as well as out at sea. But for the moment, we have decided to put more time on the clock, which means that we still have a chance, still have the opportunity to launch this evening. I should say,
I was waiting for it,
Ariane. I know, it's pretty apropos because this vehicle says,
So you're telling me there's a chance?
that is the name of this booster. So yes, everything is, it's like it was meant to be for this vehicle.
It really
Okay, with that, we are T-minus 35 minutes to go until launch. Let's continue to check out New Glenn on the pad as it continues to prepare for its launch to space this evening.
Fucking killing my mouth. You can easily try. First, let some rice, and then it'll be like just like the thing was like drink it, you know, and then you sugar, slice sesame. Like a Korean rice.
Spicy potato with our chili super absolute right here. Check this is anything to choose. Now, I take our 60 and the box of the super to do. And then I get the boxes.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at T-minus 31 minutes and 30 seconds to go until launch. As you may have noted, we continued to add time back to the clock. That, of course, is to make sure that our teams are aligned. I do understand that we're working an issue. That is okay. That means, you know, if we're adding time to the clock, it means that the team thinks that there might be a possibility that we can sort it out so we can get to a launch this evening. So we're going to give them the time that they need. Beautiful launch of the, beautiful view of the vehicle on the pad there. From the outside, she sure looks ready to go, but of course, there's so much that goes into a complex vehicle like this. But since we do have some time, why don't we take a closer look at our vision and mission at Blue Origin? You know, as we've said time and time again, we're building a road to space for the benefit of Earth. This vision isn't only about exploring space, it's about making life better here on Earth. Let's check it out a bit more about our vision.
New Shepard is just the beginning.
the first step.
From the very start, it's only been about one thing: Earth.
Earth, our blue origin.
We've sent robotic probes all over the solar system, and it's full of wonders: gas giants, rocky moons.
Earth is the best planet. It is not close.
Despite the variety, despite the wonder in the solar system,
there's no place like home.
Earth is our home, and there is no other place like it.
All life on Earth are uniquely matched to this planet. There's nothing like it anywhere else in the solar system. Not even close, no way.
We have no choice but to preserve Earth.
Preserve this planet, this one.
we get to focus on the future, and the future is nothing without Earth.
For almost all of human history, Earth has seemed big.
It seemed big, but we now know it's small, it's finite. And we know that the rate that we're using Earth's resources is not sustainable.
Earth has things that we need to work on in the here and now.
But there are also long-term problems.
We can't wait to work on the long-term problems. We have to work on both.
One fundamental long-term problem.
We will run out of energy on Earth.
It's just arithmetic. It's going to happen. Humans have always used about 100 watts of power. That's our natural metabolic rate.
But in our developed technological society, we use over 10,000 watts of power per person.
Humans' use of energy is not actually a bad thing.
We live in an era of dynamism and growth.
There are so many good things that happen when we use energy.
Think about technology, transportation, hospitals, data.
As humans, we are at our best when we are inventing, when we are growing, when we are making progress.
But humans are doubling our energy use every 25 years, and that's unsustainable. Today, you could cover all of humanity's energy needs by covering the state of Nevada in solar cells. But at that rate of growth, in 200 years, you'd have to cover the entire planet in solar cells.
What can we do? Can we be more efficient? Yes, but we have been.
Today's technology is more efficient in nearly every manner.
We are gaining efficiency, and yet, when we gain more efficiency, what do?
We use more energy.
We have an ever-increasing demand for more energy.
So what if we just use less? Well, that doesn't work either. Throttling energy use means slowing down progress. You stop living in a world of abundance and you move to a world of scarcity and rationing.
There has to be another way.
There is another way. Space.
Space is full of abundant resources and energy.
Space is vast and practically limitless. If we can learn to harness the power of space and the resources of space, we can tap the limitless resources to help preserve this planet.
We can go to space for what we need. We'll make it routine, safe, and cost-effective to get there.
We will build the rockets and the destinations for doing real work in space.
We can do even more than this. We can move the most polluting industries from Earth into space, where they can't hurt the Earth or the environment.
We can return Earth to a beautiful, natural state.
It will be like a garden, like a national park. A place for education, for creativity, and for recreation.
A place for enjoyment and for nature to thrive. In space, we can expand humanity. We don't want to leave Earth behind, but preserve it and expand humanity into space.
We can have 1 trillion humans in the solar system, which means we'd have 1,000 Mozarts and 1,000 Einsteins. This would be an incredible civilization.
Humanity will grow and progress and use energy for good.
Humanity can expand into the solar system by building destinations close to Earth, close to our home planet.
New places, places we haven't even dreamed of yet.
Places that feel like home. Places where great work can be done using the resources of space. An expanse that is meant for everyone, all kinds of people.
This is a hopeful future, an enduring human presence in space. Space is the long-term solution for Earth.
We are building a critical part of the infrastructure that's going to allow others to unlock
the road to space so that future generations can unleash their creativity.
It won't be easy. Space must become much, much more accessible to make this vision a reality.
Big things start somewhere, and that somewhere happens to be today.
There are certain gates we have to go through, certain prerequisites. If we don't do these, we will never get there.
First, we have to radically lower the cost of access to space.
This means reusable rockets.
We have to get really good at using rockets over and over.
Reusable rockets, reusable engines.
Once you learn how to do that, you can basically start spinning this flywheel where the more you fly, the cheaper it gets. The cheaper it gets, the more you fly.
Launch, land, repeat.
Going back and landing a rocket is really hard. And it is absolutely essential that we get good at that so that we can drive down the cost of launch vehicles.
BE3, BE4, BE7, all made from the ground up to be reusable propulsion systems.
Operational reusability. That means making space travel as routine as air travel is.
This is what will radically bring down the cost of getting to space.
And we are bringing all of that learning to New Glenn, the next step of building the road to space.
Once you have low-cost access to space, the next gate becomes harnessing the resources of the solar system.
There are so many more resources up there in space than there is on our planet.
I mean, everyone's familiar with this idea of locally sourced goods, and this is just a really extreme version of that.
The moon is where we'll learn to do all this.
The moon has a vast quantity of resources.
And if we can learn to harness those resources, we can travel without stressing the Earth.
That's the goal. We'll go to space, and we'll use its resources to power our transportation and build destinations.
Anything we need, we will use the stuff in space to make it happen.
The moon is the next thing. We're going back.
It's time to go back to the moon, this time to stay. Make no mistake about this. This is not going to get done by any one generation. One of the things that we have to do is inspire those future generations.
This vision of millions of people living and working in space for the benefit of Earth is a very, very long-term vision.
It's gonna take generations.
We have to make sure that what we're doing today is setting up the next generation.
It's going to take all kinds of people.
Engineers, entrepreneurs, architects, artists, you, your children, your grandchildren.
This is kind of humanity's cathedral. You know, cathedrals took multiple generations of artisans and craftsmen and masons to build. And there was never the expectation that one person would design and fully execute the vision.
We have to inspire the next generation to carry this torch for the benefit of Earth.
For the benefit of Earth.
For the benefit of Earth.
We are Blue Origin.
And we will do all of this.
We'll do all of this.
For the benefit of Earth.
It's not a laxative, that's just a myth. See the MRE. Like, have you seen an MRE cake?
Such an inspiring message. You know, actually our very name, Blue Origin, means Earth, right? So, you know, when our future generations are out there looking back, they will look back at their blue origin, at Earth, right? And so we really need to protect this planet. The other reason why I love our name Blue Origin is it means Earth. It means all of us. We are building these really cool, you know, pieces of space technology, not only just for one country, not only for one hemisphere, it really is for the entire world. And that's why, you know, I love that that our company has this bigger, broader vision Actually, before I took my current role, I was leading our commercial and international sales, and it was just really nice to get out there and talk to our international customers and people from around the world in the space industry. I should say big shout out to them out there if you guys are watching, and really talking to them about whether it's New Glenn or Blue Ring or our lunar lander, what they can do and how they can take advantage of our technologies. I just love that we think broadly like that, and it's one of the many things that's kept me here at Blue. But I also want to talk, obviously a main theme of that video there is this idea that as part of the long-term vision, we really need to protect this planet and the role of space technologies. What we're doing at Blue and what other organizations are doing around the world is so important because it is going to help protect Earth, right? And that's also why we start with reusable rockets and reusable rocket engines and the way that we're designing them to run on propellants that are less harmful to the Earth, like liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen, and LNG. We were talking about that earlier. It's just so important.
It gives me such a sense of pride because it really is about the everyday work that we do now and how that would impact future generations. So all of this is going to create a longer term impact on Earth that's truly going to benefit humans for future generations. By focusing on this sustainability of our designs, we're really ensuring that our advancements in space technology do not come at the expense of our home planet Earth.
Yeah, a couple of minutes ago, we threw it back to our co-host Eddie out there at Cars Park, and again, talking about the multiple generations, how cool is it that he was there with the father-son pair that both work at Blue, plus the son's daughter that's there, and she's just going wild over space, and she can't wait to see this rocket launch. We have to think in that sort of generational time scale, right? There's also, our teammate that's up in launch control, whose grandfather worked, on Apollo, and here she is, you can see she's pregnant in the photo. Like, who knows what her child is going to end up doing? And hopefully, what we're doing here at Blue is going to benefit, again, these next generations. We're building the road to space with these first initial steps tonight. New Glenn. We're also talking about Blue Ring. Blue Ring is one of the first building blocks of the infrastructure that's up there in space, right? It's not just about the transportation, which is crucial, don't get me wrong, but then once we're up there, we're going to need to support others, in this case, our customers, but also ourselves, when I say ourselves, Blue Origin and some of the missions we're doing, as we build our capabilities out there. By definition, space is infinite. And so if we can take advantage of that, and if we can put things up there that will help us take advantage of that, I mean, for the benefit of Earth, the future is bright. Okay, with that, we are T-minus 16 minutes and 40 seconds to go until launch. Our teams continue to get aligned. They're working on a couple of issues. This is our first launch. They need that extra time. We're going to give it to them because otherwise speaking, this team is ready to rock and roll, and that rocket there looks chilled in and ready to go to space. So with that, let's continue to check out New Glenn on the pad, ready for NG1.
just showing behind the scenes of what's happening. This is share the sources of policies and just help people reach that point of view that this is not going to be easy. And this is not going to be easy.
Okay, we've just been getting an update from Mission Control. We are standing down today's launch attempt to troubleshoot a vehicle subsystem issue that will take us beyond our launch window. We are reviewing opportunities for our next launch attempt. So we've scrubbed today's NG-1 mission to give the team more time to work that issue, and we're reviewing what other things that we might need to get done in that period. When we know when the next opportunity is, of course, we will let everybody know. Now, to give the viewers a sense of what happens next, the launch team is now working to detank and safe the vehicle. From there, we're going to assess